The Stillwater ruins.
Whoa. Why are the waters still?
Glub glub.
Because we haven't gotten in them yet.
Where are they?
And some of you are definitely going to get in some hot water tonight, I'm sure.
Yeah.
As we are going to be starting, you'll notice that we are down one character from usual, and I think we've decided that they need to be pointed out that because the party, the adventure is going to be involved with druids and their proclivities and their nature.
Dryads, not druids.
I'm sorry, dryads. They're dryads. So no. Dryads. And all the things that might happen on that. The one player who's not here had to go pick up his wife, and of course that would obviously make it so he wouldn't want to go to a party where there's a bunch of dryads. So anyway, with that having been said, I'm going to have you guys introduce yourselves for the stream, and then we'll start into our story so far. As usual, I'm going to have you give your character name, your class, your race, and then I'm going to ask you to describe your favorite piece of music in character. What kind of music does your character like to hear? All right, so I'm going to start to my left here with Glim. Feel free, Matt, to tell us a little bit about Glim.
Well, Glim is a tank gnome. He's a illusionist wizard. He's got a very nice passion for the sights and the sounds of the world. For music, Glim enjoys anything played on the lute in most taverns.
I think that it would be true of most adventurers. They tend to like the lute. That's true.
But despise the bagpipes.
I am Cody. I play Wraith Tenyason, the half-Undren warlock.
Nice.
And Wraith really enjoys the spider string harps of the Everdark. He loves the kind of eerie melodies that they produce.
Hi, my name's Travis. And my name's Valer. And I play the Dragonborn Paladin. And I'm quite fond of bagpipe music, as you would see. But I like anything you can dance a jig or drink to. It's quite nice. But I'm also quite fond of the baying of the hounds and the music of steel on steel in the war zones of my homeland.
Bardova Flutesman, Scorn Bard. Only the most offensive and heaviest of metal music is what he's fond of, although he plays all types.
My name's Jacob. I play Lampip, a forest gnome wizard, and Lampip loves Kendrick Lamar.
Who?
Exactly. Still underground right now.
Clearly. We're far away either way.
Yeah.
This is in the
In a
Everdark.
timeless zone, he's everywhere.
Sure probably is. All right, and so now we're going to move to what we call our story so far. One thing we're going to start doing this week, though, before that, is we're going to have a bit of a news report. This is what they call Nycos around the world. These are stories that are coming from the other campaigns, so you guys and the audience can be aware of what's going on in other places in the world. I will give us the nation and the city of the report, and then I'll give just a detail of what's going on there, just so we can keep on with what's going on in the other campaigns.
Yeah, this was in the back.
And I'll do it in kind of in the style of a news reporter. Now, most people are not aware that the
I'm just
word
going by.
that the word news actually comes from a concept that happened way back in the Middle Ages. They would actually put a post in the center of town where you would actually literally put messages so other people in town would know you. Like, for example, you lose a dog or you're looking to buy some cattle or whatever, you would literally put that message on the post. So the idea that we have today of posting messages was literal back then. Mm. And the posts almost always would have four facings, and they would orient it to the compass so that they would be marked as north, east, south, west, and south. And so literally, as you're coming towards the town from the north, if you see that post, you're going to see north, east, west, south, which is our word news. Most people know that's actually the origin for that concept. We think of it as being what is new to us, but it's actually the fact that it was news to us on the posts. So I will be doing this in a similar fashion. I'm going to be giving you basically four reports, literally from the north, east, west, and south of your current location. The first one I want to mention is that in the nation of Mornglade, near the city of Cauldron, the siege of Bridgeton has begun. Civilian casualties were minimized as heroes from the city itself rallied to their defense. This indicates the first day of what may be a multi-day siege, so expect more carnage to be reported from there. In the city of Eldrasar, the city is now heralding the ascent of the now exonerated Never Ember family back to the rank of recognized lord of that city. That was balanced by the recently reported death of Elanis Berevan. She actually died but was heralded as a hero and friend by her friends who felt guilty for her death at the hands of what might have been the Eldred. But of course, no one was there to see her die. In the nation of Fulcrum, near the city of Banbury, discoveries revealed a direct connection between Alistair and the Warren Commission. Furthermore, a section of the railway has been discovered. In Mentara, near the city of Maelstrom, they discovered a sunken area within the Hammerfall and found that the natives there were quite disagreeable. And yet, thusly were several of their number yoked by the fishdom and brought low by the sea troll. Finally, in the Fourth Fell, near the city of Shadis, adventurers have discovered a second Fellstone. They were approached by the others at some time past to trade knowledge for knowledge and have as yet not fully taken advantage of that. But on the other hand, there seems to be some form of dryad party forming. Shall we continue, ladies and gentlemen? All right. So, why don't you guys tell me what our story is so far from last week?
I think Matt's been doing a great job every week doing.
In that case, I volunteer Jacob to go ahead and do us the favor, since and because he cheered, next week it will be the bard's turn,
Yes.
and I'll expect it to be in poetic form.
Oh, damn.
You are a bard.
Iambic pentameter.
No, I'm not going that far.
Those are high expectations.
All I gotta do is have every other line right.
Well, last week we made off with our wagon that was stolen / purchased.
Huzzah! We captured a wagon.
/ purchased, and we were attacked by wood people, later known to be dryads. I'm assuming.
No.
And then
What happened to the wagon?
I'm sure it's.
I don't want to talk about the wagon.
So the wagon went the way of Alanis?
It's like the Going Merry.
She's riding it down to the Everdark.
But and then
Feel bad.
after talking to the dryads, they wanted Bardova's loot.
No.
He would not give them the loot, so they want one night, aka 100 years, with the Dragonborn, the Scorn, and what were you? What were you?
Wraith, he's the Wraith.
Scorn.
We're both scoring.
The two Scorns and the Dragonborn.
Mostly.
And
Two
the
Scorns
dragon.
and the Dragonborn. No, don't sound like Sunday with their rhyming.
And then the gentleman who's not here today.
And the Barbarian, or the half-orc.
That's right. In other words, they wanted all the people over 4 feet tall. Is that
Yep.
what you're saying?
Yep.
All the good looking ones.
All the
Yeah.
they're all heightists. I
It's
take
okay.
it.
It's not the
I know.
size, the use. Remember that. And that's where we left
Keep
off.
going,
We gotta
shut
rescue them.
Okay. So, therefore, the thing that's really hysterical here is this gives new meaning to the phrase "long rest."
I'll take one.
They are.
There's
They
not a
are.
lot resting
They are
going on.
resting. They're working. You know what I'm saying? We're resting.
I've been working on the railroad all day long.
Jeez,
Hi ho, hi ho.
Get railed.
The railroad.
Yeah.
Aye.
Alrighty. So, welcome to those of you that are on the stream, which of course is at moment 0. That's okay. We'll get to that later. So, they left. You have basically awakened after one night's rest, and there's just the two of you gnomes. A Tink and a Shelta.
Tink.
Literally the odd couple here.
What do you think we should do,
And a
Tink?
dragon.
Oh,
Maybe we should
Alright,
find
you
some
have
shelter.
Snowy.
Shelter.
oh my God! You left Snowy.
No, Snowy's
Yeah.
with them.
I know you left
With us.
Snowy.
With us.
We had not gone in yet.
Nah, but You were unsorcelled, so you didn't have much choice, if I remember correctly. So
I wasn't ensorcelled yet.
So,
yeah, that's
Snowy's
Snowy.
with them and
Two-
safe.
2 gnomes and a dragon. What do you think we should do?
Right.
We could always ride her into battle.
I don't think she's big enough yet.
Yes,
No, yeah.
She's big enough for both of you.
Yeah.
Dope. I'm not riding in the back.
She also saved both of your lives. Very good.
She what?
She saved both of your lives.
Oh, I remember that. That's my girl right here.
Do you think we should possibly educate her?
I don't know.
She
Whatever's
seems fairly
gonna get-
intelligent.
Whatever gets them out of there, the best.
Well, you might want to ask somebody.
Yeah.
Who would you?
Would you like to be taught by us?
Depends on what you teach. No, he doesn't talk yet, so.
That's
Not full
what-
sentences.
Only
Anyway,
in Draconic.
right.
Well, we're good. Maybe we could teach common.
We should probably walk around the village or wherever we're at.
That's what you could do. Teach her curse words in common.
Teach her gnomish curse words.
Tell her that no means yes. Stop means go.
Is it opposite day? No, so it is.
Attack means defend, and defend means attack.
Always question authority.
You're gonna have Timothy Leary
So
here.
we should start working on our new characters. I don't think we're gonna ask him anytime soon.
I know him, so I brought one just in case.
As did I.
For that, you get a BP. That's thinking there.
I said, how are you going to do it? He said, I don't know. I said, all right, I'm making another one.
We should probably figure.
I think
find
you're
somewhere
right. We
around
should
here.
probably check the town, see if
Town, different town.
Town.
This
Wherever
is-
we are.
I always set up the terrain for a place that you will be later. It's not necessarily where you are now.
Oh, okay.
Your models are not going to.
There was a big mausoleum and a bunch of trees.
Right.
I would just.
Are we
'cause it
still
was set
at the
up, I wasn't sure if it
mausoleum?
was
Like,
there.
are we in front of the mausoleum?
Yes.
Yeah, you're still near where their site was. Their
Go
holy
jump
site
in the
was.
lake.
Lake's frozen.
Oh, it is.
Maybe we can go back and check the cart.
Sure.
What's left of the card?
I don't think there's anything there.
You guys
but-
already searched the cart.
I was gonna say.
And you guys found the hidden compartment.
Now that it's smashed, maybe we'll find something else.
That was when you found the broken parts. You got that.
We're gonna have to
Yeah.
sneak into this mausoleum somehow.
They're not even interested in us. We're so short. Maybe we could just get in.
Maybe we just walk in like we belong here.
Get under the radar.
Maybe we could get a coat
Literally.
and you can get on my shoulders and we're over 4 feet tall. There's a height requirement.
You have been waiting a long time to make that joke, haven't you?
Make a deck save.
Oh no.
We're a human fighter. We are not two gnomes in a trench coat. I swear.
Okay, he can't lift you, so I guess you have to be the guy on the bottom.
All right. Well, that's why I said he'd get on my shoulders.
Okay, so I'm gonna make a deck save.
Big money, no whammies.
Glim always comes out on top.
9.
Yep.
Nope.
Nope. We both fall over a couple of times. When you do, you hear a little bit of clapping, just a few yards away. The gentleman dressed in brilliant orange breeches, a yellowish shirt, a cloak of brilliant red, and a hat that's probably about as big around as his shoulders.
All right, now look here. Between the two of us, I'm gonna be honest. I'm not the talker. You got the brains, because I'm gonna say something I shouldn't. So if you want to talk to this man, you do it, and I'm not gonna say a thing.
I'm really hoping
'Cause
they
we
both
might.
have negative.
Top of the morning to you.
I might get us into some stuff.
Are you enjoying our antics?
I am. I'm also concerned with the fact that my associate's wagon, though purchased justly, was treated in such a bad way. I see it's in disrepair. Perhaps you are in need of some assistance from the Brotherhood.
Well, we're currently dealing with the sisterhood problem right now.
Perhaps I didn't make myself clear. The sons of Jubal are constantly here to protect you.
You don't have to try very hard with us.
Perhaps I'm not speaking clearly. Switching to Draconic. Switching to guns. So, Sister of the Prism, will you allow me to assist you in your attempt to find a way into the realm of the Fae? Oof! You have no idea because
I think she's
No,
down.
he's talking to Snowy.
Yes,
He's talking to your
he's
dragon.
talking to your dragon.
but anyway, she barks back at him.
I'm
At least one of you shows signs of intellect.
You know what? We're in need of desperate leadership, and I like your attitude.
Whoa, let us rephrase that. You are in
Just met
need.
this man.
You are in need of leadership desperately.
Sure.
You are not a
Desperate leadership.
Desperate leadership.
Despotic leadership. That's what he said.
Whatever.
Shall we away to my wagon?
Your wagon or our wagon?
I've seen your wagon, sir, and it's busted.
Fair argument. Lead the way.
Before you do that, you need to be able to present yourselves more heroically. He reaches into a side bag, rather mysteriously, and flourishes 2 more red capes.
Red capes you up.
Right?
I'm
Absolutely.
gonna start running around with.
No, he's wearing orange pantaloons, a yellow shirt, and a red cape.
Ah.
I'm gonna wear it backwards, so hanging from the front, like a bib.
Are they
Are you
sized
preparing so quickly to run away?
Nope.
Then I suggest a 180-degree turn.
Hey, look, man, I don't tell you how to wear your pants.
If that is how you wear your pants, man, you got some issues.
I know, I got a lot of issues, but no tissues.
I apologize for my ally. He's a bit of a turncoat.
I see. Is this going to be a pun war? Because I guarantee you ain't winning.
I am not winning. I'm just along for the ride.
Doesn't matter
Lead
who's
the
winning.
way.
I'm gonna be whining pretty soon.
That's true. That's true. As long all we have to do to make his night worse is if we started to put the ocean into verse.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Anyway.
Why would we talk about the sky?
True. I wouldn't know why. Anyway, so let us away. He walks off, and within a few hectares, you find a brightly orange-colored wagon, train of 4 horses.
Anyone else there, or just the horses in the wagon?
Just the horses in the wagon.
Oh, they did have the 3 horses that didn't run away from the
That's true. You still have your horses.
So now there's 7 horses, a wagon, a
That's
man
true.
in orange, yellow, red, and
more
2
horsepower.
gnomes.
And a dragon.
That's
And-
three
and a dragon.
horsepower. I'm gonna stick with this dragon because I know our buddy wants to see. He wants to see it again. We gotta make sure this dragon. We reconnect him. You know what I'm saying?
Anyway, I did not introduce myself. I should do so. I'm Terse.
Turds.
Terse.
Turds, got it.
Pleasure to meet you,
I
Terse.
was the 3rd born in my family.
Terse.
Terse. T-E-R-C-E.
Pleasure to meet you, Terse. I'm Glim.
Yes, that's quite a nice position of your attitude. What's your name?
I'm Jim. He's Glenn.
I am
Jim?
Glim.
Jim and Glenn.
Glenn?
Glim.
They could have called you Slam.
Hey, but I'm a him.
Shall we continue? Because this is getting a little slow and mundane, don't you think? So, pressing on.
'Tis a silly place.
Yes. After a short while, you come to a place with a couple of houses, a few trees in the area, and a weird stone formation right between the houses.
We could get here on foot. How did we miss this in a cart?
Perception, man. Perception.
Really?
No, you're coming from way back over there. Anyway,
Over there.
so,
I have a question.
yes.
How's the party going?
Roll a d6.
All of us are just trying to.
Each of you. Each of you.
Alright.
They've been milking you.
A 1 or a 2, the first one's a blonde. 3 or 4, the first one's a brunette. 5 or 6, the first one, and the second one's a redhead.
6.
1.
6.
Blonde.
One blonde.
Sorry, man.
No, it makes sense. The
They're
gentlemen
trees.
prefer blondes.
Redhead.
The trees.
See, I prefer someone
Autumn,
who
bro.
doesn't look like they're
Autumn.
part of my family.
It's because she was fallen.
By the way, you each need to make Constitution saves. By the way, but Constitution check is only at a 5.
Who?
To not have your
All three of you.
To not have your
Yes,
life
so
sucked out of you.
good.
Yeah, that's that.
5.
8. And 5's better. You made it.
Cool.
Just don't get a 4 or less.
Yeah.
You just realize you're gonna have to pace yourself, dude.
You see it.
Your heart
Oh, yeah.
rate's through the ceiling already.
Give it all the
Fun.
first one.
Yeah, that would've
That's
been
good.
funny.
4 years.
3. He's passed out.
Yeah.
No pump.
Right away.
Call it 2 pump chump.
21.
He's already asleep.
Yeah.
He just looks. And,
No, he just goes, pace yourself, pace yourself.
Takes out the shirt. He just goes, oh.
All right, so you get to the neighborhood. Wagon pulls up and says, "I believe what you're looking for is going to be found between the stones. I wish you well in your attempt to find your friends. If you're there, and you do me a favor, I will make it worth your while.
What is your favor?
Well, you are going to be passing into the land of the Fae,
The
and
land
there
of
is
Fae.
a tree there that grows near the center of the valley. If you can make it to the center of the valley and pluck for me 3 leaves from that tree and return here with them, I will give each one of you literally anything you ask for I will grant you each one wish.
Oh, 3 leaves
3
from
leaves
the valley.
each or 3 in total?
3 leaves total.
That was a great one.
From the great tree.
Yeah,
From the tree in the middle.
This can't possibly go wrong.
You give him the 2 worst people wishes. If we even
Not
get
yet.
it.
That's if you get the leaves.
And the tree's probably gonna eat us.
Depending on how it goes, there are 3 wishes and 3 of us.
A dragon's
You're
not
gonna
make a
give
wish.
Snowland away.
Yeah.
It's
He's
practical.
being now he's argued it properly. Well done, sir. I was only going to give you 2, but I must relent. There is a 3rd intelligence here, and therefore you will get 3 wishes for the 3 leaves. That was hard bargained. That was well done, sir. You should consider yourself very
You gonna leave
proud.
me hanging?
Well, if you take
You
into
gonna leave
account
me
his
hanging?
multiple
Tell us.
personalities, then there's at least 5 or 6, maybe even 20 of
Might
us.
be
in
20
here.
in here, exactly.
How many voices can I do? A couple of them.
You just hear the voices of the trees.
Is there,
They're moaning.
as
They
like
sound-
a-
they
as
sound like
a-
Danny
Just like in the
DeVito.
song.
As like a
The
DM
trees are
question.
moaning.
They sound like Danny
What are the
DeVito.
limits to it? What's like the limit to a wish? Anything?
It's
Limits?
you'll have to deal with that when you get to the wish. Good luck getting there.
Oh, I know. I'm
So-
assuming this tree's gonna eat us or something.
He said that the stones will help guide us. Perhaps we should check them out.
Sure.
Snow,
He rides away. Snow goes and takes one look. She lands on top of one of the stones, looks down, jumps back and shakes her head.
I understand you probably don't want to do this, Snow, but
She curls up, lays down.
she's nearby the rocks.
Right next to the rocks.
Don't stray too far, please. Let's go investigate.
Okay.
You see a rocky, basically a shaft into the darkness between the rocks. Nice square cut, 4-sided hole in the ground. Like somebody bored a mine shaft into the darkness.
Forever. Ever into the darkness.
Somebody cast mine shaft into the darkness. Just double checking.
Are we going in this mine shaft is the question.
Well, he did say that some answers might lie at the bottom of it.
I'm down.
Do you have any means of conveying illumination?
Light?
Either those that dance or
I do not.
no.
Unless you could use minor illusion to make light.
I can right here,
No,
but
but I have minor illusion as well.
Perhaps we can keep the light going.
And Valera pulls out a large and voluminous tome and says, "I'll be back with you, darling. I know I'm going to be here a while. I need to feed my soul." Picks up and begins reading a book.
Come on, honey,
It's
get
the
back
dragon
to it.
coloring book.
Yeah, there you go.
Let's just go in. Cannonball and Featherfall. I have dark vision.
Snowy doesn't want to come with us, correct?
Mm.
I mean,
You have dark vision. Shouldn't you both have dark vision?
Yeah, I
yes,
think
but
so.
if it's too dark to see through, then it's too dark to see through.
Plus, they're standing in broad daylight, so they might not
Exactly.
be able to see in the hole.
Right.
Exactly.
All they just see is darkness in the
Or
hole
they
until
just
get
jump
to
in
it.
and hope.
Do you have firebolt?
Cannonball.
I do.
He does.
Can I do that?
Cast firebolt into the darkness.
Okay.
But if there's
Fireball, any of this, one of the things that I've read about in the rules for 5th edition is that spells that are targetable have to have a valid target. So you
Yeah.
can't shoot it. You can't arbitrarily shoot ice at the floor and make it slick. That kind of thing is not allowed.
Can't be frozen.
I was actually also going to say we don't.
Yeah, you
know
can't be
if anything's-
frozen using a cantrip. That's the issue is that these are misusing cantrips.
I was just more or less going to point out that we don't know if something's down there. We don't want to
Sure.
accidentally fire it in there and then hit it on the face and then get it mad.
I have a torch we could throw down there, I think.
Because that
I have
totally
mage
won't
hand.
do the same exact thing.
That way you can just hover the thing down instead of
I
losing
like
the
that
torch.
idea.
Sure, I have mage hand. Go ahead. I'll give him one of my torches.
You have mage
Okay.
hand as well?
Yeah.
2 torches.
Sure.
2
Yeah,
torches.
twice as much light down there. What could possibly go wrong?
You guys have dark vision.
That's what I'm
They
saying.
just want to see down in the first part before they go try to enter it.
You know, you don't
Make
want
sure
to.
there's
You don't
no
want to
teeth.
jump down the spike pit.
It could be a sarlacc pit or
Check for
whatever.
teeth.
Exactly. Well, hey, we're in the ring, so who knows?
Okay, so
So yes, we drop the. We use the mage hands to
lower the torches down into the
see
darkness.
if we can see the edges.
You do notice that the rocky face inside is rather craggy, so it's got decent handholds and such. But there are no finished walkways or no sign of like a staircase or anything leading down into the darkness.
How far down is it?
Your light source goes down about 60 feet before you run out of the range of mage hand. So at the very edge of mage hand, you think you might be able to see the bottom, but that would make it at least another 30 feet. So that's a good 90-foot drop.
I'm so down to just jump in the hole and feather fall.
Do it. Do it.
I grabbed
Do it.
Is it possible to find a straight
Chant
thread
all
for
the
my
dryads.
clothes?
Do
what?
it.
A
Yeah.
thread.
Of course.
I hold it over the
Oh,
shaft to
having
see
a
if there's
weird
an
Too
air
many
contest with
dryads
the
to live in
There
the
is a
hole
slight
again.
amount.
going
You
up
known any
or
dryads to
No, it
live
seems
in
like the air is
ground?
passing down.
passes.
Is the
So
hole
the
in the
airflow is actually
ground
sucking
part of a
in.
really big
That's
tree?
very strange. Hmm.
Nope.
Then no.
I'm gonna start climbing down as far as I can.
Okay. Your first 3 hours are up. You guys get to roll again. This
Wait,
time
the
it's a 6
D6?
instead of a 5.
The D6 or the.
It's a
D20.
DC. It's a 20 against.
Aye.
Modify 20. He
Really?
will take it.
4.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay.
The Bard.
2
For
For
permanent-
some
3 and
reason,
then a
for
2.
some reason, within minutes of you guys' within that first few minutes of your time down there, which has been hours, you don't see him anymore.
I'm not worried.
No.
Yeah, I'm just climbing down, bro.
All right.
Let's get it. Scared money don't make money. You know what I'm saying?
Snowy.
We're hanging out with the Autumn twins.
Did you roll again? Roll to see what you got for a second.
Oh no, I'm sticking with the Autumn twins.
You got it.
I thought you said the first two were redheads if we rolled.
No. At the same time.
Oh,
5.
Yeah.
5.
Yeah.
Maybe. No. This is G. We're not going to.
G. Yeah, this is G.
It's PG now.
It's PG now.
Mommy, what are they talking about? Don't worry about it, little Billy.
It's adventure time. Okay.
Come on, grab your friends.
No.
We'll go to very sexy.
You have to ask their permission first.
No.
All right.
Is the shaft wide enough for Snowy to actually climb down with us?
She could, but she's not going.
She's
You
not.
could, you could use minor illusion
I've taught
To
her
make-
better than that.
to make him appear in the hole and make her go after him.
That would not work.
I use my illusion to make the sound of his voice saying "Snowy, come."
Definitely.
Calling her.
Guarantee you she'll know the difference.
Well, no. She responded in Draconic. What? What is it, boss?
Snowy, come. Just
Hey.
a constant beckon.
Who's doing that?
Do you know a dragon might have higher intelligence and wisdom than you?
He's a baby dragon.
She sees the
Yes.
Do I understand Snowy now?
She knows a few words of common.
That's not very nice.
I'm just climbing down this hole, bro.
But it's true. That's the point.
Listen. Okay. So,
So you're climbing?
I'm climbing down.
Okay. It's a DC 12 for the first 20 feet.
Yay.
Don't use my D20.
What did you say, 12?
Mm-hmm.
I got it, 15.
Okay. He's climbed down about 30, 35 feet. Seems to be
You
going pretty
see
good.
the edge.
Not quite close enough to see the bottom yet.
I do not. But I'm gonna keep climbing till I can't climb no more.
Can I have my mage hand just drop the torch?
I'm dancing a
Sure.
tango all night with a rose in
I
my
listen
teeth.
for how long it takes for the torch to climb.
It takes the torch another 3 seconds to hit
Dying
the
of
ground.
dehydration in the
Okay, so
corner.
it's not completely
It's 100,
kills
it's
all.
120 feet.
Yep.
Yeah, no, it would kill you if you dropped from the surface.
Yes, but
If he did
if he
his
dropped right
jump.
here, he might survive.
That was a
That's
slide.
kind of what
Well,
I'm
no, and he
thinking.
could see the
Keep
torch.
going.
He could see the torch laying on the ground, but more importantly, he could see the torch laying on the ground inside of a rather large footprint with claws on it. Claw marks, I should say.
Humanoid with claws?
I'm gonna look up and say, hey, we're all good down here. Scare money don't make money. Let's go.
Snowy? Please?
Turns your head and looks the other way. Okay.
I'll be sure
Make
to
a
get.
second roll.
I'll be sure to get him to give you something tasty.
18. And if I'm adding
Just
dex,
jump down the hole.
Yeah, you're fine.
I'm also trying to be nice and respect your wish of not wanting Snowy to be left alone to the devices of
I
death.
don't like
I don't
her
think-
going into dimension doors.
I don't think he cares about her being left alone as long as she's safe.
Yes, alone is totally safe.
I've taught her plenty to hold her own.
Okay, that's
To be
when
fair,
the
she
dragon
did a lot
goes
better in the
missing.
last
Yeah.
Okay.
the last fight
Well,
than anybody else.
if he's okay with it, then I'm just.
Okay, so,
I begin my slow descent down as well.
alright. Make your last climb check.
16.
16.
Mm-hmm.
You make it to the bottom.
There was a
Woo!
man
Glim is
with a
trying to
hat
be
that had the
cautious.
bunny ears on it, and he would jump all
Jack-
around and ask for 12 days of a week that he
Summer
worked on.
boys. Summer boys.
Alright, make it down. You see the big footprints. They're humanoid in shape, but they end in like nasty looking claw marks.
Someone's not clipping their toenails.
I'm waiting
Um,
for him before I.
Furthermore, once you've reached the bottom, you look up, and inside the curve of the copse of the trees, you have this perception of sunlight trickling through the branches of the trees. It looks like you're inside of some form of gilded forest. The leaves are gold and silver. Even the slight breeze that blows through here from the shaft and downward causes the leaves to tinkle like tiny bells.
I'm just gonna sit and wait for Homeboy to get down.
Okay.
I'm good.
Before I do anything. Can I enter like stealth? Like a stealth roll?
Sure, you're going to hide?
Yeah.
That's fundamentally the action you would be taking, is the action to hide.
Nope, didn't get it.
Hope
Well,
it
no,
hides
Okay.
you
eyes.
always make it.
You
it's
always
just
make
that's
it,
your
you
DC.
just- You just don't know whether or not they would find you.
Oh, okay.
See, when you hide, you think you're cleverly hidden,
No
but
matter.
you could be sticking out, or you may have only protected yourself from one line of sight or whatever. The
There
dice
are-
roll is only for my purposes of whether or not somebody else notices that you're hidden.
The two I'm just up against the wall like.
There are some creatures that an 8 will work
Except there is
against.
no wall.
There is no wall.
Down the floor.
There are 2 walls.
There's some trees. Okay. You also hear the buzzing of bees and other insect life like you'd expect to hear, but odder than that, you hear birds chirping and
You
singing.
mean the birds that don't exist? The things I don't even know? Wait, I seen
We hear
one.
one
You
right?
hear beautiful. No, you hear beautiful music. Several different types of.
No, but I'm saying I've only seen the one bird from last session, so
And it
this is
cawed.
like a rarity to me. Yeah.
Right.
It cawed, it didn't tweet.
I'm just staying hidden until he gets
Okay.
down here.
Make your second roll.
I never made the first
The
one.
first one was a 12.
Like I said, I was going slow, so I just don't know.
First one's a 12.
It's a dex check?
Yeah.
5.
Okay. So therefore, you are now falling. Do you have other?
Just making sure. I do not.
Okay. You're standing there waiting for him, and all of a sudden.
And I can't cast Feather Falling.
Well, you didn't even see it coming. You're waiting
You
for him.
decided to hide.
Matter of fact, you went and hid.
So you got under some cover, so there's a ledge.
I don't even think he shouted. I think it's more along the lines of, oh shit, oh shit, oh shit, oh shit, oh shit. All of a sudden,
Ben has regrets.
when he hits the ground so hard that he literally vanishes from the surface. He like passes through the surface of the ground. There's a glim-shaped hole in the underbrush, and he's literally pushed himself down into the petrichorian
I'm
fauna.
gonna pick him up and pull him out.
Okay. Yeah, hang on.
So long, farewell.
Death check.
Fucking dead.
Huh?
Death
We
check.
could be theoretically in death saves here, yes.
Theoretically, he's got what, 16 health?
17. It's 66. The max is 36. So in theory, if you roll high enough, it's just auto death.
Yeah, so what, he fell 90
I'm
feet?
sure he won't do max damage.
He fell 90 feet?
If the first two dice are
120.
natural sixes, I'm just gonna start.
Bye. Bye.
This is a solo mission, boys.
Yep. Oh.
Rolling average, he'll be knocked out. Rolling high, he'll be dead.
7, 21, 27.
Good night, sweet prince.
Oh,
You were down.
You
were
were
down.
so
7 more.
close.
Can
7 more and I'd be gone.
Roll to stabilize him?
No, 5. 32 would kill you.
Do you have
34.
Yeah.
healing spell?
No, they said you could roll to get him unconscious or whatever.
Yeah, it's a medicine check. It would
Yeah.
put him at
Okay,
0.
but
It's-
if you
it's the
fail,
DM's
it's also okay. Since you don't have the skill, if you have a kit, then you could have the skill in the kit and get it automatically. If you have only either skill or the kit, the only problem is that if you blow it on the roll, that causes him to have 1 death save down.
Oh,
So one does say fail. So anytime you fail,
It's
it
literally
comes back on me.
it's literally oh something's wrong with the guy. Lift his head. No, that's not the best thing at all to do. Since you don't have skill or training in it.
Well, you want to roll yourself, or
you
you want me to
pick him up and try to stand him up?
I'll let
The
you.
advantage,
You go.
the advantage you're doing is if you get him 1 positive up, he's already.
I'll try. 8 plus what? Survival.
Medicine.
Plus wisdom.
Just hold his
Wisdom
hand
is 9.
and make sure he
No,
feels
wisdom
like
is
he's
a
not
9, so
alone.
it's a -1 on the dice.
So-
It's a
So
No,
it's
it's
your
plus
it's your
fail.
medicine.
No, I mean it's +1, so it's 9 total.
total of 9.
Oh.
Yeah, so it's
Still fail.
Just hold his hand and make sure that
Okay.
he knows he's not
That
alone.
just forces
as he
you-
goes
yeah,
into
so you
the
gotta
night
make
of
2 death
eternal
saves.
death.
All right, good luck.
That is an 18,
Okay, so
and that's a 9.
okay,
One
so
and one.
1 and 1. Now you notice what you're doing is you're speeding up the number of times he has to roll dice per turn. Theoretically, it could be good because he's overtized because he gets
Every-
on a 10 or better.
It hurts when I do this.
So either I roll
It hurts when I
this
do this.
and get him up,
It
or
hurts
miss
when I
it and
do
he
this.
dies.
What's wrong?
Or I can just let him roll.
Right. You
And-
know,
but he
you-
needs to get
he
2.
only gets 1 roll, but if you do it, you're giving him 2 rolls. Even if you fail.
But if I fail, he dies because
No.
he's third.
No,
That's
he's
it.
got 1 and
He's
1.
got 1 and 1.
So
No,
I
because
can-
I failed once, so it'll be 1.
No, the one that you failed gave him a second roll this turn.
Oh, okay.
I'm hedging it on the benefit side, so you
Alright.
got 2 chances,
I'm gonna try and roll.
twice as many chances if you help.
I wish you the best.
Thank you.
20, not 20.
Okay, so now it's 2 and 1. Now you get your next save.
14.
14.
There we go.
He breathes.
I'm at 0 unconscious in 1d4 hours.
You didn't even try kissing him.
Never.
Clearly he hasn't.
He's not a bard.
No, he hasn't
You're
read
in
up on his.
Faytown. Come on.
And I have
Down in Faytown
I have no way to heal you, so
You guys wait 4 hours.
just gotta wait 4 hours.
for 1 hit point.
Doesn't make a difference to me.
I mean,
No, he's going. So once you make your rolls this time at 7s.
You can call me Marathon Man.
You went to go get a book.
Ooh,
Some
that
more
one.
Mary.
That one. Okay.
nice, Mr. Marathon Man.
Erectile
This
23.
dysfunction.
23.
Shouldn't have said it.
You demand.
I'm gonna re-roll that
He's got
because I don't
ED.
like to disappoint.
BP for that line.
Yep, that's an 18.
He's got ED.
Okay. So he's just like,
I
just a minute, just a
should've
minute.
I-
Bring me some water. Bring me some water. Okay, I'm fine.
Takes a shot of water. Good.
Okay, we're good.
Goody. The curse of Robin has struck me again.
Start the line.
I always
there.
forget that I can use my BP and inspiration on me. Because I have 1 inspiration, 3 BP.
He still dies. That's good.
It's
That's
working
good.
every time.
That's
So
pretty
just
funny.
wait 4 hours. You got 1 health.
Or you can burn a BP to wake up early if you want.
No, I deserve a good nap, you know?
Okay.
It's early in the morning. I think I worked hard yesterday. I can sleep in.
Okay.
Give him some time to deal with the birds and come
While
to his
he's
existential
doing that,
crisis.
you see an
Can I,
odd-looking bird walking on the ground towards you.
Can I drag him somewhere out of the
Don't all birds look odd to him?
the hole size? I was gonna say, the gnome size hole. I want to pull him somewhere out of.
You're pulling off to the side.
Yeah.
He's already in a hole. He's below the
Yeah.
surface.
You
He's
have
already
to pry,
hidden
you
where
have
he's
to
at.
pry him out of the hole he's dug
So
himself.
I'm gonna leave him in the hole.
No, just
he's
cover
got
him
you.
up with some dirt.
Exactly.
Toss some leaves over him.
I'm gonna toss some dirt over, just leave
Okay.
him a little.
So out from the underbrush comes a larger bird about half your height, and behind it is a trail of 6 other little birds. Now the mother bird has brownish coloration, but her babies all have a paler yellowish color to them. And wherever she walks, they follow her exactly.
I don't want no smoke with this duck-looking thing.
Okay, it's got a very tiny little beak, so it's not duck-like in any way, and it has one little feather that comes growing out of the top of its nose.
Colors the feather.
Pluck the feather.
What color is the feather?
The feather, it's the same color as the body color. Those are dark. The mother's dark brown, but at the end of the feather is a large image on the. So it's a 2-dimensional image of an eye floating on that.
And it sees me. It's walking right towards me. You say?
Well, it's meandering, but it's just it's responding to the sound you made. So you're dragging him away. It's basically following you.
Does it look like it's trying to mess with me, or is it just walking?
It's just following. That's all he's saying.
We got homies. If they don't, unless they want to catch
You
it.
don't
Okay.
right now.
So
Sure, it's
wait,
fine.
as it
We
comes.
found our canaries in the
As
mine
it-
shaft.
As it
Exactly.
comes to where his body is, it looks over and he goes. The other little bird.
And I'm devoured.
I don't speak animal. I don't know what they want me to do. Do you want to eat them? Is that what you want? I'll take that as a no.
Kick.
Wait, Ken, aren't you a forest now?
Yes.
You can speak with small animals.
All the time.
Can I?
It's natural. It's
Sorry,
a,
that's
why I'm actually
it's a
double-checking.
class feat.
No,
He
it's a
does.
race feat.
It's a race feat. He doesn't have it. You do.
Bottom of your features.
Speak with small beasts. Through sounds and gestures, you can communicate simple ideas with small or smaller beasts. Forest gnomes love animals and often keep squirrels, badgers, rabbits, moles, woodpeckers, and other creatures as beloved pets.
So what's this bird saying?
That's what you're
Nothing. Yeah, you talk to it. It just made a noise.
No, I asked him if he wanted to eat him.
Don't like dark meat.
What type of meat do you like?
Don't like meat at all generally.
You want one of these rations I got?
This bird just called me a breast or a thigh.
Yes.
No, more than likely she called you a boob or an ass.
There we go. Because that's how
No,
you
it's
get
for the
it.
joke. That's totally for the joke, folks. Totally for the joke.
So what are you?
What do you mean with them?
Bird.
What are you? I've never seen something like you
Whoa,
before.
my name's Shirley.
Shirley? Bob.
Sure, you can't be serious.
Bob?
Yeah. This is Glenn, but he's not with us right now.
You don't look like a Bob.
So am I the first one to
I don't
realize?
see any water anywhere around.
I ain't a sponge either.
What's a sponge?
It's a Bob. He's got square pants.
Feel bad.
I do.
The dead man just talked. How did that happen?
I just noticed that fish fly in the sky and
This is
birds
my
fly on the
oldest
ground.
Davy.
Are we gonna find moles in the ocean?
What does Davey do?
Exactly what we're gonna find.
Sing.
Oh, yeah.
Does he sing
No,
well?
I win. I'm
Yeah,
a 65 champion.
between us we've gotten 2 gold albums.
I'm
And if you can name one of her songs, I'll give you a gift.
I
Go for a Mormon.
I don't know.
What?
3 people at the table go, what?
What?
We're underground, and apparently we've got 2 gold discs.
No, it's they're
No.
some type of birds, and his
No.
name is Davey.
Just,
And the mom's name is?
just no.
Shirley.
Mom's name is Shirley. The oldest boy's name is Davy.
I don't know.
If you can name even one of their songs.
If it's not hip hop, I couldn't name a song. I'm sorry.
My name's Davey. Don't call me Shirley.
What he said.
Surely it's not Dave.
And the youngest
Yeah.
and the youngest boy's name is Danny. That helps.
I could promise you can give me all their names and their album names, and I couldn't.
You can tell us the name of the song and you still.
This is almost as bad as the speak friend and enter.
Yeah, like you're asking me a foreign language.
No, that one's worse.
Because
All right,
he
well,
was met with a much worse of an offensive
pity him.
remark.
Yeah.
Let's at least leave him some breakfast.
Thank
So
you.
she goes over and sits down in a spot and wiggles her little behind for a bit, and as they walk off, there's 2 eggs. Eggs are speckled.
Thank you.
They're both for him.
That's fine. I don't want them.
Okay. You have a good day.
You too, Davey and
Try-
Shirley and
Try to look up our album someday.
Donnie and whatever you.
No, Danny and Dave.
Danny and
It's
Dave
only
and
one-
Shirley.
Mainly because I cannot remember the rest of the cast, or I'd be going through all of them.
I'll look it up.
Yeah, I don't know.
How many of them are there in total?
I believe there are 5. Because you don't count the manager. Thank you. So they wander off.
So I'm just waiting for his nap.
He eventually is going to stammer back to awakeness, and your last check here, you're up to an 8.
Hey, they left you one of these eggs.
You don't have a roll. You failed last time. Oh, you re-rolled that.
Huh?
You said you don't touch.
So you made the 8?
I'm good.
22.
All right.
I missed the 6.
Yep. All right.
That was with
He finally wakes up. He's at 1 hit point.
I got these 2 eggs for you, Blim. A talking bird gave them to me, and they have a band.
A what?
They have
That
gold
doesn't sound
albums.
crazy.
Whatever that is.
Whatever these eggs do.
Oh, now I get the gold discs. Okay. Now I got where you went with the gold discs.
I still don't.
I never knew.
It's a creative interpretation of Joseph's.
It's okay.
Yeah, I know.
Eat these eggs, see what they do. They're
How
not
big
gonna-
are they? Just normal chicken eggs?
A little, yeah,
A little bit bigger?
a little bigger than eggs. Yeah. Actually, no, they'd be a little bit smaller, but they're speckled.
Fire bolted to cook them.
What color speckle? Golden or?
No, brown and gold.
Brown and gold? Geez, now I'm just debating if I should just eat them raw or if I should just.
Crack
You
them
know-
open right in your mouth.
Protein.
bro.
Throw it on the ground and stop
Each
it.
morning I eat a half dozen eggs in the morning to make me feel large.
Unfortunately, I'm not going to be even close to his face so hard.
And I'm roughly the size of a
Look,
boy.
We need to rescue them. I need you to eat these eggs.
They give you the magic eagle powers.
If you don't eat these eggs right now, I'm gonna crack one open and eat it.
I'll take
3,
one.
2,
I take
Took
one.
one.
crack one and just knock it back.
Okay.
Whatever that does.
Both of you make Constitution saves.
Why
I was
did they do
about to
that?
freaking say it.
Why did they do that?
Because the audience.
Do you not read anything?
Do it for the
17.
The confidence.
Do you know nothing of where you are?
Not at all.
Just walked up and a bird gave him eggs and said, "All right."
Well, you guys might want to work on new characters.
I already got one.
Oh, even he's got a new character, huh? That's great. That's great.
Because if he didn't get me out and I got out myself, I was gonna kill him.
All right. So,
11.
you made your
I might already
what'd you
be
get?
You got higher than me.
I got a
If you can't perform,
17.
you're
Yeah.
useless.
Okay, so your egg does absolutely nothing. It just tastes like raw egg. If you've ever eaten raw egg, there's not much flavor to it anyway. So it's gone.
A
Yeah.
giant booger.
I'm just kidding.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it's
Big old
warm
movie.
because it just left
Fresh
the chicken.
laid.
Yeah, left the chicken's body less than half an hour ago.
Soft broiled.
What
And
happened?
yours, because you you rolled so poorly, does trigger, and your hit points return to full.
But,
What a shame.
Nothing.
okay.
For now.
That's
I'm gonna,
fine.
I'm gonna save
I have
the
full health.
eggshells.
You know
They're
what I'm talking
speckled.
about, right?
There's possibly some use we can get out of them.
What they just did.
I know it's probably a bad idea.
Let's just start making our way through this path towards the middle of the forest.
Okay, so as you head down the path, the pathway opens and becomes rather broad, and
Carry food.
the singing of the birds is even more appealing as they land on branches near you. They're brightly colored and
I'm be honest.
rather happy. Beyond them, you can
How
see
knows?
you see the beautiful yellow sun hanging in the sky, blue
It's off the
clouds
trees.
with
Off trees.
beautiful beautiful white scudding clouds across the pale blue sky.
I'm looking for this tree with wishes.
Well, with leaves.
With leaves that equal
He's
wishes.
looking for the giving tree.
How's the ground underfoot? Is it a stone? Is it mud?
It's earth. It's loam. It's verdant. You can literally, if you stand and look at the ground, it's fairly seethes with insect life, worms, every form of anything alive. Just it's like the ground itself is
teeming with life.
for lack of a better term, lack of a better term, it's literally a cancer of growth. Just things just growing and living. The smell of petrichor is just extreme. Have you ever smelled what it smells after a rainstorm and all the plant life starts to decay and that really rich smell? It's just filling your lungs. And coming down the road towards you, you see about 20 figures in 4 lines of 5. Very brilliant purple helmets on their heads, very stern looks on their faces, to the point where they don't even seem to have a chin. They're marching in lockstep, walking towards you. Their helmets are oversized, hang down over the sides of their eyebrows, and their eyebrows look very furrowed. And they're going burr, 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 burr,
See
marching
us?
towards you. Oh, they're just walking right down the road, right towards you.
I step out of their way.
Okay.
Same.
They come to right about where you are, and they all stop. Then they go, they start moving around, and they form basically a circle in the middle, circle around, facing out, perfectly circular formation,
They're facing away from us.
in all directions around
Towards
the
us,
central
like,
point.
pretty much.
No, you went off to the side of the road. They created a circle right about where you guys are, but therefore they're facing in all directions. A few of them would be therefore facing in your general direction.
Okay, so we're not in the circle. That's
No.
what I wanted to
Oh
make
no
sure.
no no.
I wanted to make perfectly sure. Greetings.
Right? And there was you.
Yes. I give a similar gesture.
Are you here to help us?
Amen.
Are you going to help us find our friends?
Amen.
Never mind.
Carry on.
And what?
And now I'm starting to learn their language. Who are you?
We are on guard.
I'm sorry, could you repeat that?
We are on guard.
Narngar.
And you knew this was going to
On
happen. You
guard.
accepted it.
Orngar.
On guard.
I trusted you.
Do you have
No.
a nickname?
You just fell.
You would if you could. But you can't.
I'll call you Phil for your request.
Phil of the future.
Fill in the blank.
Fill in the blank, alright.
In a blank.
In a blank.
Is there anything we could do for you?
Wait a minute.
I'm sorry,
Wait.
where are we going?
Me down here.
Does anyone speak Undercommon?
I was about to say.
They're
I
gnomes.
speak,
Aren't they supposed to know
primordial.
Undercommon?
I know gnomish,
No.
elvish, and primordial, but I
No,
don't think this
draconic-
falls under this.
Draconic deep speech combination.
Just start trying them and see what happens.
You
I
see
can talk
a
this
I just noticed that.
between them, and literally looking over their shoulders, you see a large, for lack of a better term, red, speckled, actually dotted polka dot, perfectly round polka dot umbrella forming.
Yay.
Should
Wing.
anything?
I don't. No, nothing.
Roll
Phew,
intelligence.
Yeah.
Sure, I'll give you a please. Give them a dice roll for Christ's sake.
I
Don't
failed.
make them punish. Don't punish them any longer.
7.
Save us all.
Insight or
Please.
just intelligence?
Just IQ. You're just trying to interpret what they're saying.
21.
Wait for the queen.
There we go.
Yay.
Yay. So do you wait for the queen or do you leave?
We wait as per requested,
Okay.
I assume.
The umbrella soon forms out to be the top of a toadstool, and then the rest of her forms under it. And it's about as unattractive a figure as you can imagine, all wrinkly and scaly, and the undersides of the umbrella seem to be fairly exuding a brownish mist of some form.
Spores?
Yes, it's constantly falling like a little
Definitely.
rain cloud underneath it.
Definitely a good idea.
Your Majesty.
Oh, many things I like when that is so amazing. Move out of the way. I need to think with my friends.
Where's a white rabbit when you need it?
Now when she moves, she literally moves like somebody who's wearing a dress that's too long for them. So it's like you can almost see her toes quite push out, but she's just scooting.
No,
you,
Your
you
Majesty.
count quickly, and there's like more than 6 feet or something under there because it's like each individual toe is dragging
It's a
her.
foot or
Have
something.
you seen Fantasia, the Dance of the Mushrooms?
Not recently.
Oh, these are microbes, aren't they?
Yeah. No, Your Majesty. Please stay back. We are not worthy.
No, you think you're only way ahead of everybody else.
We are not worthy of your kind words.
Oh, why? How are you coming to me here?
I was gonna say,
I just look over and I hear thunder wave.
He's going, thunder wave.
Be better if you're in the middle of the circle.
Oh,
burning hands. 15-foot home.
I can't help but think of Men in Black 3.
Glenn, scoot over a little bit.
I wish I knew how to do the cricket noise.
That'd be cool.
Exactly.
I have a friend who can do it perfectly.
Can I just let Glenn Starry Curry me and then we wait 100 years?
It's in Skag.
Anyway, she goes,
I don't know.
I don't
It's
know.
also the only one that doesn't have special edition cover.
This language barrier is pretty thick.
Yes.
make another intelligence check.
It's like living in California. It's like living in LA.
8.
Nope.
16.
Okay, that last line is,
No,
are you
17.
joining my army?
Yes.
Can you help us save our friends?
I'm fighting with your friends. Where are your friends?
I'm not sure. They were taken.
We got that!
Wow.
So, Cody, what are you going to play in the next character?
I'm talking about exact location.
I have a built-in backup plan in his
So
backstory.
I'm gonna start writing. I'm gonna start writing a new bard.
Our friends.
Oh.
All right, so just
Sex
everybody
bar.
roll
You
a
stand
bar.
here.
The dryads have captured
Because
our
you stood here long
I
enough,
know
they get to
that,
make
but
another
are
check.
they?
It's now been 12 hours nonstop.
Yeah.
The Dryads have captured our
Oh
friends.
yeah.
It's a 9 at this point.
I rolled a 9.
I rolled a 12.
I failed this.
It's not a competition.
Does he get a second win soon?
Yeah.
No, he's actually out. His punishment's already been done.
Oh. Okay.
No, ma'am, you may
Sucks
not have
to be
another.
you.
Oh yeah.
The answer is
So our
yes,
friends,
ma'am. Can I have
our
another?
friends were taken by the Dryads, and we need to save them.
My
Well, we're taking the
Dryads.
Of course.
Hey,
Allies to
Do it
the
already.
end.
I'm gonna kill these.
exactly.
I want to kill these mushrooms.
I'm with you.
I hate
Nice.
mushrooms. They're funguses.
You want
I love mushrooms.
you want rank and privileges?
Yeah.
Or are you gonna fight as mercenary?
Right now, we just want to get our allies freed from their.
I know that's the payment for your action in the war. I just need to know whether you want rank and privileges or if you want.
Oh, they
Do we want
to
rank
enlist.
and privileges,
yes.
or do we want to be mercenaries? Is the question.
Please.
See, I
enlist.
know you're using a language.
Well, we have
That's
to.
so cute.
If we worked in your army, would we have to leave our friends and join you, or can we?
Oh, if you're gonna join the Dryad, they're gonna be 50, 75 years at least.
No, we need them like today.
One of them has a pet that we don't think we are fit to take care of.
Not a pet.
I don't live to be.
You have
like
a
that.
man?
Look,
What kind of man?
He does.
What kind of man?
it's a dog.
Oh wait, no, you're not
Not so much a dog,
Yeah.
more like a lizard.
Bye.
No, in
What kind of dragon?
For all we know, I'm already
A big lizard.
I age like a dragon.
Let's not get caught up in semantics. We gotta save our friends here.
Who's the semantic? I've never met her.
Exactly.
Thematics is the finger waving.
All I know is we need to save our friends like today.
Well, since you don't know where they are,
They're in the
and they're
mausoleum.
Hellman and Ryan, like I said, they're in that many years or so. So I can guarantee you your return to your domain in
I have no memory. of
25
existence
years?
before.
I'm so down.
There's
But they're not gonna want to. Let's you talk to this lady. You have the best.
You're also in this too.
Oh, I know, but
the battle of the sheep.
you don't want me to talk to this lady because I'm gonna join her army.
We're already kind of joining the army as it is.
I like recruits. That's always
Kick her
always
into
fun.
the dirt.
Oh, man,
So you might make a privilege?
advocate here. Give me the hood.
You want to make a privilege, or do we want to work as mercenaries?
Do it.
Whatever gives us the best benefits.
Mercenaries do have the ability to strike me.
Benefits come from being a soldier.
Soldier. But do I have to follow you around constantly?
We get.
Well, no, you know I'm in front of me.
Hit both buttons.
I'm not a marcher.
It's a switch.
You have dental?
Hidden switch.
Don't need him.
Do you have that?
She has no
Like
teeth.
that?
That's mine he's talking.
Medical?
Does it actually show?
We don't need it. We all have penicillin built in.
It's not.
Penicillin.
That's rare.
They're funguses.
I know.
Of
Retirement?
course they're funguses.
Retirement?
Are you like psilocybin mushrooms or are you like regular
No.
mushrooms?
I'll get you.
I'm sorry?
That's
No,
psilocybin.
you become one with all.
They've been.
Ah.
Yeah. They haven't used
I think they have a great plan for retirement.
Look, between you and me, I'm not working for no mushroom, but I need to get our friends.
Excuse me.
Look, this is a conversation
Excuse
between
me.
gnomes. You're up there, we're down
Excuse
here.
me.
Why aren't you speaking Gnomish?
Who said I'm not? I don't know how to speak real life gnomish.
Yeah, you
Well,
just say,
say,
I'm speaking in Gnomish
no.
now,
Alright.
or hold your hand up to show you're using another
Two fingers
language.
or
Go like
something.
Some kind of a
Go like
code.
this.
A code.
Go like that.
Here's what we'll do.
Gnomish.
We should get him some of those blank bard cards in the in wet erase marker. Write all the languages you know,
And then we
and then
hold
every
it up.
time, just boom, hold up the card. That's the language. I don't have the bard cards on me because they're all over the trunk of my
Mine.
car right now.
Not a mushroom. I used to be identified as male, but they told me I wasn't a fun guy anymore, so I had to
Fun
become
girl.
female.
Oh my god.
He is a fun
I'm
gal.
gonna kill the funguses. I'm gonna find the heart and I'm gonna spend it to get rid of all the mushrooms.
This is horrible.
In
Oh, no.
every dimension.
Oh no.
So what are we doing?
Well,
I don't think she can help us. She said 25 years.
That is how many years, better than 100.
and she's saying that it would take about 50 for us to get to them.
Be alive in 50 years.
At the moment,
Do you know where this tree is
What
in the
else
center of the
what do you have
forest?
left?
Exactly. I know exactly when that is.
Can you take me there?
Why would I do that? You can walk there. It's the center of the forest.
Can
I
one of
thought
your
your life
soldiers
was
escort
much
us?
shorter.
Why would I do that unless you're going to join my
We
army?
all live.
I would like
Yeah,
to
That's one of the ruins.
We
The dryads are.
might come out looking
I'm gonna
like
speak to him in
40s,
Gnomish.
and you'd
Okay,
probably
so
come out looking
so
she literally
what-
just told us
How old is
what's there.
No, but I'm saying,
Young.
well, what's there?
In his 20s.
No, I'm saying, I wasn't listening, I'm sorry.
Yeah.
She just said that the center of the forest is
Yeah.
where the dryads are.
Oh.
And she's only going to take us there if we join the army.
He's 44, but
So we
he's
actually need to
26,
join
that's
the
half
army
of
either
what
Says
as
we can join our army,
Twice.
and one of the
So
wishes can
coming
be
out,
to
he
leave
looks
the
in
army.
his
I'm just
This,
saying.
this is why we should possibly go with the
He wrote
mercenaries.
exactly what I'm saying.
The mercenaries are for hire.
You're
The
So, I mean,
mercenaries are for hire.
I guess that's a lot.
a
of
very
people
bad
actually-
person, Miller.
to
They've
some
talked for
extent.
another 3 hours. Go ahead and roll again.
Oh boy.
Oh, by the way, you're at fatigue level 1 now.
Ah, yeah. Still good.
So, I believe that I would propose that we
Yeah.
join
Wow.
as,
Wait,
as
I gotta
mercenaries.
decide.
and we earn enough of a gracious favor to where
Red.
she will take us to a tree
Yeah.
to where we
Continuous
I
five.
have a type.
Red.
can. In fact, it might take a couple years,
We have a type.
but a couple years is a lot better than a couple centuries.
Yeah.
Sure. How many? All right, sure. I'm down.
Do you like the idea?
Yeah, I should have just.
I have no
raided
better
myself.
ideas.
Unfortunately, I'm
Should've
kind of in the
just
same
given
boat
up the
as you.
Yeah. I didn't want to say anything last time, but
Any
probably should've
minute
just given
decision?
up the loot.
I would have
Your
carved
Majesty,
you a
we would
new
very
one
much like
and
to join our
I was
army
gonna
as
snap it over
mercenaries.
my knee and then make it.
Mercenary, excellent,
Yeah, I know,
excellent.
that's why she
If
wanted
I
to
need
take
anything
it.
independent, I can buy something. That's okay.
A tracking?
Do you know
Yeah,
the
trying
term
to buy.
keystering?
Is it some sort
Very
of fungus,
difficult.
or
Yeah,
I'm
is
sorry.
it alive?
Depends on how
I
much
can't
you
Yeah,
care
Less
about the
difficult
loot.
with a flute.
but I'll put it in a very private spot.
With a lute. Difficult.
You have a
I'll do
flute
it.
too.
I have nothing to lose.
Can't
It's
sing
a
and
game.
play a flute at the same time.
Yes, you can.
If I join your army, is my companion allowed to join me as a consultant?
No.
I'll put it right
She
here.
already asked if you wanted to be mercenaries or enlist.
And
So-
I accepted,
Wherever I
but
am, I
she's
just
gonna be doing
follow
other things
what
to
they
us.
Put
should
your
we
tracking
accept.
device right there. Secret.
Is that what you want?
Yep.
Okay.
It's funny because that's actually scientifically how BO is made.
I heard.
It's by fungus growing in
You heard?
I am hurting.
It's gonna get worse. They just accepted.
Just, no,
yeah,
just-
yeah,
I got it.
yeah. Okay.
They already
I
ate the
find it
food.
funny how he's mostly hurting
Here
because
he
he
is.
has to sit there and actually put up with
They
the fact
already
that
ate
we're
the
making
fairy
a
food.
decision.
It's okay.
It's your guys' fault that we're in this situation.
No,
alright?
no, this is all you.
It's
Okay.
your loot.
So
It's-
raise your
And
arms.
you
up.
knew it was 100 years and said, all right, so this is both of y'all faults. Y'all accepted it.
I guess I'll go for the spot that she touched. The cheek.
You want it on your face? You sure?
I might as well.
Okay.
You want
The
to
one
type that
thing
in?
Go
That's
for
a
it.
question.
Right, bam, right in
He
the
wants to know
middle.
where to use
Exactly.
straight.
You're on top of the
Hey,
head.
Oh,
Exactly.
Nycos,
Top of the head,
Nycos
please.
D&D.
On
Nycos
his
D&D.
ball
It's
track.
twitch.tv,
Yeah.
twitch.tv
Then you have
slash
shade.
Nycos D&D.
Yep.
And
Okay.
so, with your consent, and therefore without your saving throw, she blows a kiss to your cheek.
It's the hag all over again.
Is it
D, and she frisks him under the arm.
Yeah, I remember.
That armpit fungus.
is it D and D or like A and D?
Nycos
DN.
D-N-D.
Oh, D and.
As in the
D-N.
letter D.
Then
Dun, dun,
Dun, dun,
dun, dun,
Dun,
dun.
dun, 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 dun,
dun,
dun,
dun, dun, dun, dun.
Nycos!
Okay.
Completely out of
We're all
nowhere.
doomed.
Land shark.
So as soon as the effect happens, it tickles,
It itches.
and within a half an hour, it's itching.
Don't scratch, don't scratch, don't
I'm
scratch.
gonna resist the urge to scratch it.
Good luck on those concentration spells.
Exactly.
I don't have many. I don't think.
It's okay.
I've got
You'll
like
find
two.
some.
All right. So where are you going now? Since you're now operating as mercenaries, you have my permission to work within all the realm of the very kingdom, and you don't need to remark. We'll know what you're doing when you do it.
Yes.
Sure.
Excellent, excellent. Enjoy your stay, and we'll see you when you've completed your 25 years.
Dun, 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 dun,
Can I just set like the 25 years to autopilot?
You can if you wish, in which case you'll surrender this character and start over with another one.
No. I would
Dun,
not do
dun,
that.
I don't have that kind of time.
I'm
Or
just
other
making sure I understood. She
things going.
basically said that we're able to communicate with the people of this realm.
You're free to operate within the realm.
I told
Yes.
you.
This mark will indicate that
No.
you are
I
safe.
told
You have to
you.
reveal
You
it
guys
when you
went on a
do so
completely
yourself past
different
certain guards
tangent.
that are under her.
Didn't go to
So-
the mob.
How do we know that you're allowed to be in this realm?
He just said the druids are the center of the forest.
No,
The
you
Dryads.
followed a random
No.
NPC out of the forest where we were.
No, he
And
just
went
said the
somewhere
dryads
else.
are in the middle of the forest.
They're
That
at the
is
tree
it.
that we're trying to
That
get.
is exactly what they were told.
Awareness.
What they were told.
How do you know they're the same dryads?
We'll figure that out. I got 25.
One skippy tree, all the skippy trees.
All right.
Be happy you're getting laid, damn it.
He's not anymore. He's sleeping.
I'm still good.
Be happy
Even with
you're
disadvantage,
getting
because you're now in fatigue. You're
Sure.
in fatigue with strength.
Thugum is
Still
watching
good.
us.
At a 10? Because it goes up every 10.
I got exactly a 10 both times.
So 1 is good.
10 plus 2.
Okay, so roll 1 was lower, but it was a 19.
Okay, the first roll was lower at a 19.
I rolled a 15 and a 17. I just
Nice.
worked on.
Nice.
I
We
haven't
spent our
beaten
10
the
weeks
luck
in
out of
the
this.
skill.
Well, the good news is we're allowed to
So,
conduct ourselves in this realm. We're in the Fey realm. I'm not
are we
mistaken.
proficient?
You've crossed it. You've crossed into.
Proficient.
You're part of Trelawney. You're currently in what might be part of Trelawney. You're not certain.
Okay,
Are
so
we proficient in our skills yet?
No, that's 10 weeks. You've only been 12 hours, or 15 hours.
Let's make
Okay.
our way to the
Without any
next
sleep.
We'll wait at least a year and then
So yeah, we should.
master the
I
skill.
like the idea.
Be able to take
And
So
I'm still nowhere
we're
to be
gonna
found.
see if we can make our way towards the middle of the forest.
Okay. As you're walking towards the middle of the forest, you come across a small wooden house. Little curl of smoke coming out of it. The interesting thing about the curl of smoke is that it only goes up about 15 feet and hangs there. Just
Interesting.
like not moving at all. Yes.
Can I do a victorious roar?
Only on climax.
Sure.
Sure, why not? I can't see why you can't.
Just saying, I'm gonna roar really, really loudly to the point it may carry a few miles.
He's trying to help you guys. He really is.
That's cool.
Perhaps
Sit
I
back,
might
lay
even
back, and
activate
get
my
laid.
breath weapon as a giant white beam straight into the sky.
Are we underground?
Exactly.
Exactly.
I know.
Beautiful blue sky.
Forever.
I soared 25 years of my life to this lake.
No, he hasn't seen Lord of the Rings. He doesn't know what that's supposed to look like.
Exactly.
No, he's seen your breath weapon.
He hasn't seen Lord of the Rings. He doesn't know what it visually
Oh.
would look like to have a
Right.
giant white beam shooting in the sky and break the clouds.
It's like a.
I mean,
It's an anime like every
they do
year.
it in all. They do it
It's
in all
like
Thor
the
movies
Thor.
too.
Bifrost.
Yeah, the Bifrost Gate.
Sure.
Yeah. Anyway. So, they take a little bit of pity on you guys, by the way, so they do give you a chance at a sustaining meal if you so choose it.
I would love a meal.
Oh, you don't have to worry about it. You're still napping.
They
I-
drained you.
I
bro.
No
don't
bread
need-
and honey for you.
They gave you the baddest ones and just.
I don't need a meal.
Fair enough.
He is a
You
meal.
don't need a meal.
He is a meal.
Lest you
Oh.
choose to meal.
I'm good.
Okay.
We'll see how long this lasts.
Yes. Well, eventually they're going to fall to
Are
fatigue.
they gonna end up on
Exactly,
Nycos
so they
Hub?
have to eat.
What's that?
They're gonna end up on Nycos Hub.
Gross.
No, they wouldn't even bother. Are you kidding? That one maybe only for the weirdness of it.
For pure weirdness
I'm
alone.
gonna start thinking
maybe
about
have
the
about
study
10
that I
minutes.
did about the excretory system of the Tarmakian
Okay.
with illustrations.
I hit a 5.
Forget he had
Just
that
to
book.
help me get through. But
Yeah.
So I just heard you basically have a book on Minotaurs shitting.
No.
Is that correct?
Excretory. So it's their skin
Internal.
and breathing.
Internal shots.
Okay, there we go.
Yeah.
I just want to keep.
I thought he was.
Let's go up to
basically
the house
saying
and knock right on the front door.
Not that kind.
Mercenary business.
Okay. So you go up the door. Like I said, the smoke. You see the smoke rise, but it literally gets up there and just kind of hangs in the middle of the air. And it takes on kind of a pinkish hue.
Is the door open?
No.
I'm gonna knock on the door.
Okay. The doors are what they call Dutch doors. I don't know if you're familiar with them, but they're half door. The top half open separately from the bottom half.
Well, I'm not tall enough to knock on the top half, so
So just knock on the bottom half.
On the bottom half.
And the top half open, and go, woman inside goes, hello, hello, who is it? Hello,
I'm here.
oh, no one here. Slam.
Amazon.
More pepper.
Hello, who is it?
Down here.
All right, oh, little people. Oh shit. Closes the door.
That's not very nice.
I'm gonna knock again.
Ah, shit.
Go away. I already gave at the office.
We're not here for that.
I don't want any.
Here to check your internet
Go in
speed.
before I taught you a second time.
I've already got one.
We're here to talk to your neighbors that your internet's acting up.
I don't want
No.
an oven.
Look, we already had a visit from the brownies. We gave them all of our extra. We haven't any more.
We're not looking for any extras.
Looking for
We
what?
just want to ask a couple of questions.
seek
We're new in
information.
this hovel.
I see.
The door opens immediately. Oh, you're new. Woman is about 7 feet tall.
What is she? Human?
Yeah, looks humanoid. She's got grayish, slightly grayish skin. She has a rather oversized nose and a gratuitously hairy wart on the right-hand side of her nose.
If we had a Hagrid, it would probably be going
I'm
off.
not wait. How dare you
The
come to my
Hagrid's
house?
with me.
I
bro.
know, but it said if we had.
How dare you insult me in my own house?
Oh no, I meant like sandwich. I was just thinking out loud. Sorry.
Oh,
I'm
you're
hungry.
you're hungry.
Yeah.
Kill.
Oh, you do look like you might be a little underfed. Come on in, boys. I've got things for you.
Unfortunately, we're in a bit of a rush. We just
That's
want to ask some
fine.
questions.
That's fine. A little
You
sandwich, a
don't
little
need
soup,
to
you'll be fine.
Sorry.
Tell me-
Can you
tell
put
me
it in
what
that
you
to-go
need.
bag?
No, unfortunately, I don't even know what that is. But come, have a sit. Have a
No.
sit. You asked to come to my house. You
I
opened
did
it.
not ask
You
to come to
knocked
your
on the door. You don't knock on the door unless you want to talk to people.
I tried to talk.
You know, I'm sick of this. I'm not being treated with any kind of respect here. Her voice is going really deep.
I know
She's
this.
getting about half a
Missile
foot
this
taller. Her hair is kind of turning a little brambly.
Deck her in the chin. Give her a.
Do you want to be dinner? Seriously?
What?
We just wanted to ask for
I
directions.
I actually have a life-threatening disease.
Grim, your
that
action. What
you
are you doing?
contracted.
I was basically talking.
I'm gonna lift up
You're just
my
gonna
armpit and
I was
show her
just
that I have a
trying
very
to-
bad fungus, and if she eats
She's going
me,
to attempt to grab you with both hands.
she's gonna get sick.
That'd be a 22
Glenn has regrets.
and a nat 20.
Glenn
So
has a lot of
you go,
pride.
I have many regrets! I have many regrets! As you get thrown in a pot.
Can I mage hand? Like,
Swoosh! Make a shock
It's a
check.
warhag, isn't it?
Con save or just.
what's her house made out of?
Her house is made out of wood.
It's probably made out of
Just
candy.
halfway
That's what I was thinking.
I already killed that one. I did already kill that one.
So I'm standing in front of her house?
Yeah, but no, you're standing in her house.
Oh, I already
I
killed
didn't
She
the
know
one
invited
that
you
makes the
in.
I told her
candy.
no.
As you walked in the
I really
threshold,
did.
she,
With
you
this
said
third.
no. And
That
that's when she
was
lost
the
it.
third one I
Okay.
Then she got mad and she tossed him in the pot. She goes, now for you, little one. Now, you,
17.
17?
Hey,
That means you
probably
survived
easier
it,
to
that
get
you
more
survived,
quickly.
you didn't die from the, you didn't go unconscious from the shock. You do take 13 points of boil damage, so both burning, you're in a boiling pot of hot soup.
That's over half my health.
Okay, so make a con save.
There we go. 15.
You're now screaming at the top of your lungs, trying to climb to the edge of the pot. You realize that your hands, that the pot itself is even hotter than the soup that it's in. So you'd have to actually grab the side of the pot and climb over to get out of it.
Yep.
You will take additional bunch of damage, so you're not going
I'm
to want
kind
to
of
stay.
hungry now.
So, what are you?
I'm gonna use burning hands.
You're gonna burn her with burning hands?
Yep.
Excellent.
I'm actually trying to burn the house, but I'll hit her too.
Okay. So,
Do I have to roll the hit for that one or
Long
no?
farewell.
actually, as you begin to speak the words, you feel yourself transformed into a rabbit.
Funk.
Finally, a white rabbit.
I'm gonna
No.
go and I'm gonna
Aw.
jump in
A
the pot.
dingy brown one. Little
little
mangy,
turtle.
little mangy. No, better yet, completely hairless.
He's
She's
a
already-
hare.
Yes.
She's already deferred you.
Can I make my way out of the house and dip?
Can I
You
make
lash
my
the
way-
Stupid mushrooms,
Um,
baby.
17.
Not a blank one.
Okay, he bolts away. She turns back to you and walks over towards the kitchen, grabbing a
I
large
can't do
ladle.
anything as a rabbit. I'm sorry.
Ladle.
We just wanted to ask for directions. We did not mean to insult.
Are you climbing out, or are you going to
I'm
stay?
trying
put?
to climb
so,
out.
So make your climb check.
Now that she turned around, can I run back in and bite her?
Is
You
that-
ran away.
Is that
Sneakers
strength? What is it?
king.
It's your choice. You use acrobatics or athletics.
I'll use acrobatics. That's a
Whatever the
17.
highest.
Okay, so you basically grab the edge and use leverage to toss yourself out. Therefore, you only take
Splash.
another 4 points of damage getting
I'm
out.
unconscious.
So he falls out on the ground.
More pepper.
I'm gonna make my way
Okay,
back.
as you're running through the forest madly, because you ran away as a rabbit, you really don't really controlling where you're going. You find yourself, you see a very bearded individual that looks vaguely familiar snoozing under a large willow tree.
Brave Sir Robin ran away.
Can I go run up?
Bravely ran away.
Can I make a check to see like more
But
information on it?
Well, you have to make another-
He
make
bravely
another,
turned his
con
tail
save.
and fled. Brave, Sir Robin.
10.
Okay, your concept of intellect is starting to ebb. It's like you're not even sure that you remember why you're out here in the forest.
You're becoming
really like
But the
25 years
person-
later.
But the person laying beside you, you recognize as a much older Bardova. He's laying there sleeping soundlessly.
I'm gonna go wake him up.
Okay,
Thump.
so you get,
I'm gonna go sit on his chest and just.
okay, you're getting thumped in the face.
No,
You
on
wake-
his chest. Like,
Okay, you're getting thumped in the chest
Yay.
really hard. You wake up and there's this this oversized hairless
Hairless.
hair.
Hairless.
Roll it.
A hairless.
Yeah.
snap my neck.
Food.
16.
Okay, he's grabbed
I'm
you.
famished.
Go ahead and make your third and final con save.
Should have saved you.
10
bastard.
again.
No, it looks at you with eyes, and for some reason the eyes seem to be familiar to you.
Your lovely red hair.
I'll settle
lass.
down.
You put the rabbit down.
Yeah.
I'm gonna do a circle.
What is it, lassie?
What is it,
Did,
Barnabas?
did Glimpy fall in a well?
No, I fell in a pond.
So you're running in circles
I'm
around.
gonna try and like pull him and like lead
Do I
him
have any
back to where I
instruments
was.
with me?
What's that?
Do I have any instruments with me?
All your stuff's there, all folded up nicely.
You're just older.
Are my bagpipes there?
Yeah.
Is this
So
like
whatever-
The things that were
is this
missing.
like
No,
Bill and
no,
Ted's
he said
Excellent
whatever you
Adventure?
had
So now he's a much better bard than he
I had
used
them
to
at one
be,
point.
with the goatee at least.
He's got the beard.
I'm gonna start dragging him back to where I seen him.
No, actually the thing here is that he's had enough of a dream that he believes himself to be a better bard than he is.
Oh god!
That's all it takes,
You
John.
snap my neck and turn back into the
Yeah.
nose.
Believe in yourself.
Believe in the streams,
That's
yes, I understand.
I was
Believe
hoping
in the
for it, I'm not
strings.
gonna lie.
I'm gonna start like trying to like nudge him to where Glim was.
So you walk in the circle triangle. Okay. So,
Does Glenn need to make a death save?
No, she's eating
no, you have to make a con save.
Okay. Oh, this is gonna be fun.
I'm a
plus
rabbit
3.
forever, and if I am, we're homies.
17.
Don't eat me.
Too bad you made the save. Now you're starting to feel the pain. She's actually got you in an oversized pan and she's trying to roll you out like gingerbread. She was trying to convert you into gingerbread and you saved, so therefore you're feeling the roller pain. So you've got one death save against you. Now you get to make your first actual save.
So 1 failure.
One
plus
failure.
rolls. Natural 2.
Oh god. Well, there's 2 saves, two fails.
Glim has
This might
all.
not be a good week for the players.
Yeah. There's gonna be a whole new start.
It's a bad week to be Matt, apparently.
Yeah, Matt's are having trouble this week. All right.
Yeah, we're always walking
So
all over.
he's dragging you back and showing you can bring you to a house.
I'm gonna try to do something out of a cartoon. Stand up and like.
Okay, this is your last check.
Less.
Okay.
7.
You are
He's
not
a
rabbit until somebody it takes a greater restoration to turn you back.
That's
You're cursed. So he guides you out into the forest. And you're going, what is it? What is it? What happened to Glimmy? And all of a sudden he stops looking and just kind of stands there and looks at you. Starts eating the grass.
The intelligence in the eyes go away.
Do the intelligence in the eyes go away?
Yeah.
You should have snapped his neck when you had the chance.
I
It would've
tried
turned
to.
him right
I
back
tried.
to polymorph works.
Problem is, this is
The
permanent
broken neck
pollen. This
and
is
now
that
made
regular
death
pollen
save.
or whatever.
But
The
he'd
polymorph
be
does
a
not
human
survive.
in death.
No, but that's the thing. This is a curse.
No, it's polymorph.
Oh, yeah.
It's an actual polymorph. So it was just.
Remember his true name.
So I'm at the house.
Wiggles.
You see the smoke in the distance hanging like a cotton candy.
Shit, dick.
Glimp dick.
Bad. No.
Okay, so I'm gonna start making my way to the house, but I'd like to play a tune in an attempt to try to get the rabbit to follow me.
So do you have a charm animal?
So long.
Do not have charm.
So
You have animal
Can
handling?
I use?
do you have animal handling?
I have animal handling.
Okay, use that.
Put him in a hat.
Literally, you're using that roll to try to get close enough so you can grab it.
Can I just like walk up to him?
You're no longer under your control. You're a rabbit.
You
I
are.
am a rabbit.
You are a
Your
rabbit.
I'm
character-
the rabbit though. I'm still in control.
No.
I'm
No.
the rabbit.
You're
14.
NPC.
You're
He mans you down.
right. You're actually at this
You're a
moment.
rabbit.
14.
14. Okay, you count yourself a rabbit.
Yeah.
Just the wrong one.
Essentially, if something does. Keep in mind, he did say a greater restoration is what you need, not a death. Who cares?
As a rabbit. The rabbits just whisper.
Yeah, I guess I'm gonna continue walking to the house that I
Okay.
tried to leave.
So you come walking up to the house. You can hear somebody singing gaily inside.
Mhm.
There's a little cookie song, a little pinch of this and a little pinch of that.
I'd like to knock on the door.
There's some walking. Yes, how can I help you?
Hi.
Oh, aren't you the cutest little thing? That beard, you probably need a good shave, don't you?
Yes.
And a
Please.
haircut.
Two
Two
pieces.
bits. Yeah, exactly. Come on in, come on in. Oh, I see you've already brought the rabbit. You go and drop it in the stew.
Sure. Where's the stew at?
Right there in the counter. It's still over the fire.
But what are we gonna eat with the stew?
Oh, I thought we'd have some nice gingerbread.
Some gingerbread.
Oh yeah, I have to go check on it. Just a moment.
Sure.
Some
Make your next
gingerbread.
Is he a ginger?
He's a gingerbread.
Can I see him from where I'm at? I just.
No,
one
I'm
second.
checking to see whether or not.
Scream in agony, please.
That is an
Still
8.
good.
2 fails.
No. One fail from the
I
beginning,
rolled a
one from
15
the
and a
rolling,
19 on that.
and one from this.
Yep.
You have inspiration and 3 BPs. You are not dead.
Right, you can fix this.
That is correct. Can I use the
Do you have a
inspiration on
BP?
You can use it.
Oh, yeah.
Inspiration on any roll.
Why don't you use it to unrabbit yourself?
I didn't know I could.
That
You
is
just say,
a
I want to
15.
say. You want another say? You had a name tag. Oh, he didn't have his name tag. He didn't have inspiration this time.
I have BP though.
Burn the BP.
Technically, his name tag has been here the whole time.
Is he the one that
yeah,
left
because
it
he
here?
left it here last week.
I don't know where you put it, but it's here somewhere.
Did you give it back to him on Saturday?
What's that?
Sunday?
Please.
The audio is effed up. Ashley's saying the audio is effed up.
The audio is messed up. It sounds like we're in an underwater echoey cavern, she says.
It was not too far off.
I can't log on to it. Can somebody go on there and check?
Ask her if that fixed it.
But it'll drain all my data.
Ask her if that fixed it. I just cut off.
I'm not hearing it.
It's because we only have the one mic. I don't know.
I think it might be her streaming thing. Damn it.
Okay, well I just killed that off. That was after.
Huh?
Because I know you need a new phone.
This is a new phone.
Should be fine. It didn't sound bad there, so I don't know.
6.
Anybody else
I
out
just
there?
got it last week.
Jeffrey, Jeffrey?
That's Drago.
Throgo, are you having trouble with the audio? Can you just go ahead and give us the... DM is the only one echoing.
Oh, so here, turn on your little.
Punch her.
No, in the system.
Telling
It's actually 8:42. Do we want to?
Yeah, let's
Yeah,
take a
let's
break.
take a
I'll
break.
fix
We're gonna
it.
take a break, guys. We'll be back in just a bit and we'll figure out what's going
I'll
on.
fix
with the
it.
sound.
Will Glim survive?
Nice.
Will the rabbit get his mind back?
No.
Will the bard
all
actually be
dead.
useful?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, this
Next
part will be
time.
starting over next time.
Yeah.
In the Fellstone Chronicles. We'll
The
find
new
out.
Fellstone,
We'll all be
or
Okay, so where's... Oh, it's
Alright, I'm dying as my last act. I use all the magic in my body to teleport this Fellstone to my brother.
There was literally only the one running.
That's yours.
So unless
now.
there's an extra microphone someplace.
It's yours now.
Does one of the cameras have a built-in mic?
Yes, but I didn't see it lit up. There it is right now. Shut it off.
No, that's the only one working. The other one is shut off.
No, that the other one is the one supposed to be on. The one you
No.
see working, that's
The
oh,
table mic is the
Small light and
yeah,
small
but it
light.
shouldn't be on right now because
I
we're
need to
at break.
clean off my car so I can actually attach them. Because the car
Right.
decals.
So shut it off.
No,
right
this
now.
is small mic.
Off,
And
that's
due
fine.
to age,
So I just
neglect,
Okay,
a
so
homeless
now
idiot,
we're back off
and a
break
few
for
other
this moment
things.
while you're
Yeah, wherever it
testing.
is, I'm about to
This
rip
is the
it
test,
out.
folks. We're not back on yet.
if you want to go for it, the problem is
Just
it's the
trying to
main
figure it
water
out.
line for the entire thing.
But the mic audio
Welcome.
is on.
Certain my ears.
Right.
It's
Agree.
not anymore now.
That's the one that's supposed
I'm
to
telling you,
Right. So you can go
If
back to
you
break for now.
make me a person again, I'm lighting
That's
this
all
house
it
on
was.
fire.
There were two mics going. What happened?
Well, your camera isn't doing anything.
Go down, turn it on.
I'm actually interested in grabbing it.
Yeah, the camera's frozen.
The Essentials kit, it's basically a starter set.
No, there should be a mic audio.
But it's supposed to have a few more
I'm,
things
I'm
than
looking
the
at camera,
original.
John.
Oh, I thought you were trying to remember something. Soccer.
Oh, there we go.
Oh,
Okay,
whoops.
sorry about that, guys.
They all dead while you were gone.
They all
Guys, sorry
dead.
about that.
Dead. Rabbit.
Yay.
So kind of dead. Pretty much dead. Dead.
Yeah.
He's dead.
Still
go.
going.
What's happening?
At least the
people that wanna
important
know,
ones are
we show
here,
you. Yes,
for
we can
now.
show you. The short version is the gnome number one. He doesn't have a name tag, so I can't remember his character's name. How's that for horrible?
Just call him
Lampip.
Rabbit.
Landpip. Landpip was turned into a rabbit, and then because he was in the land of Fae and went wandering and found other and tried to find his friends, he succumbed to the rabbit form and lost his being, so to speak. In the meantime, the other gnome, Glim,
That might be.
who had been trying to get cooked in the fire, ended up being baked as a half-baked gingerbread boy, and
I'm not a real boy now.
succumbed to the magics there.
A real boy.
In the meantime, they did get to, the rabbit had actually gotten hold of the bard, Bardova, and Bardova came to try to find everyone else. But he got there, arrived too late to do anything to save either of them, and in order to save his own life, ran like a flutesman out of the
Yeah.
Like a bard.
hag's house and went looking
Not
for his other
far.
friends. Shortly thereafter, he did luckily find Wraith, who himself was waking up some 45 years older than when he went into the tree. And
Now we're looking for the
Chronologically, I am now pushing.
now they're
90.
looking for establish the mighty orc.
Oh, so now I look about 45.
Yay,
I'm starting to get,
sounds.
you know, that silver fox vibe.
All right. Yay, we're back. All right.
Ladies love a distinguished man.
They love sounds. Sounds are good.
Sounds are great. My
All right.
death rattles.
I'd give you a maraca, but I left it at home.
All right. So where are we going to go looking for?
Looking under the trees?
Yep.
Looking under the trees.
Okay. Go another 3 hours, Mr. Cheerio here.
What are you guys looking for in these trees?
A dragon.
Yeah, good point.
I saw that.
I'm gonna re-roll that with a bapa.
You have disadvantage.
Still gonna do that.
So just give
He's got to roll a two dice first, and then you got to roll to back it as you're rolling.
18.
Well, that was
Okay.
3 rolls. You gotta roll 4.
No.
Wouldn't it? Because you rolled 2.
Oh, you're still at disadvantage on the second roll.
Yeah. I got a nat 1 on the first roll.
Yeah, but you
So
only
I
Right, you rolled-
I rolled I did a BP to redo the roll.
Okay.
So I rolled a 16 and a nat 20.
Okay. Okay, and we are up to 12, so we're getting close on that too. All right. You don't find him under the trees. However, you do see a cadre of 20 helmeted figures slowly marching towards you.
Oh god, shit. Now you've got to deal with them.
out of
I have a
character.
question.
Shit, in
Ah,
character.
wait,
What the
I
hell
have
is
a
that?
question. As a rabbit, would I still have this tracking device on me?
The what?
Yes.
The fungal patch on his
So all I need
underarm.
But you didn't tell anybody
No,
about
I know.
it.
I'm just
Yes.
just so you know.
So the rabbit's got some fungus growing on it, so you
So-
probably wouldn't want to
So
eat
does
I'm
the
just holding
gingerbread
it. You
man.
probably wouldn't want to eat it.
Yeah. So
Also,
well,
it's
they'll
hairless.
know that I'm.
It's
being-
hairless.
Well,
That's
the only reason why I'm keeping the rabbit is because of that initial look when I looked into his eyes and saw something there. And then
I
it
saw
disappeared.
something on this hairless rodent.
Yeah.
They looked at me with.
All right. So they come marching up.
It's like
They
people love
get
hairless
within about 20 feet of you, and they stop, form up in a circle, facing all the way around the circle, standing there silently.
Can we help you?
You might be able to really come in long enough.
Might be able to if we wait long enough.
Indigo Penguin! Oh my goodness! Have you been to Nick?
No.
Have you been in Remora?
To Trelora. Is that what you said?
Yes.
Out of character. That's the, from my perspective, the bad elves, right? Because I am half Undrip.
Right.
Okay.
To your perspective, the bad elves.
I've
good elves.
been there, but not on friendly terms.
Okay. Well, then we don't want to talk with you for that.
Nope.
I only got half of that.
Nope.
sound like Boomhauer.
I don't know. Get there. No.
Leave give them a moment for Queen in the rhyming.
The queen is arriving.
Yeah, I caught that part.
Yeah, caught that.
Oh, you need that when you want to mark. Oh.
Yeah.
Alright, so they seem to understand us, so I'm going to take 10 minutes to cast Comprehend Languages as a ritual so I can fully understand them.
Well, crap, that takes all the fun out of it. Okay.
Yes, but the
Just
thing
make
is-
sure you relay it to me.
But in that 10 minutes, you have enough time to see the umbrella form and the queen rise
Right.
about. And like I said, her form is wrinkly, scabby looking, hideous, and constantly falling from under her umbrella are little brownish spores fall to the ground.
Mm-hmm.
She comes wandering forward about the time you get your spell complete.
Okay.
So, 2, one from the Undersky and one from the Everdark. This is portentous, for I have had not 2 messengers at the same time. What news of the surface have you for me, and what do you know of the dark?
Well, time went the wrong way for a few days, and then we turned it back.
You turned it back?
Yes.
You stopped the never.
I reversed the arrow.
Excellent. Could not go better for us. Our chances in this war have turned around on the nose. I am so glad to have you with us. So, will you be joining us for the duration of the war, or are you going to be acting only as mercenaries?
What war are we talking about?
Yes.
Oh, we've laid siege to the center of the Everdark.
Against the Undrin or Taloran?
Oh no, against the Grey. Why would we waste our time with the Undrin or the Trelawney? They are both past news. Oh, you haven't heard? You haven't heard.
Have you heard the
I've
word?
been gone from home for a while.
Hey,
Well, let's just
you
say
know,
some of
sometimes
your
too much
relatives
sex is a bad
decided to bring some of the,
I'm a paladin.
shall
I
we
can't
say,
catch any
canisters.
disease.
I'm not saying that. I'm saying sometimes.
Meant
it's
a bad
boring.
thing.
Yeah,
You're
I
beating
know.
it.
Cody remembers
I'm done
that.
with this.
Can Saf remember that and tell me?
Saf was like, you probably don't want to talk to her anymore. Don't give her any information and try to get us extricated, because if she embroils you in this, you may end up being here for a really long time. Whatever you do,
if we're
whatever
just-
you do, don't breathe the spores.
If we're just rude, will she kick us out?
No, she'll probably throw her might against you to try to end you rather than let you escape and tell the world what's going on.
Fair enough. I have an idea.
This is not good.
Run away! Save the
While
both
we would
survived.
love to commit to the cause, we have to make sure that the arrow stays reversed, so if we don't continue on our path, it will flip back again.
Oh, that's probably true. That's probably true. Shall I do a reading for us then?
Say you have a really big, strong friend that you're looking for, and if you can get him back, then maybe you'll sign up.
A reading like tarot?
Yes, it's precisely. The cards never lie.
Your back's turned.
Liar.
Run away.
Have you seen any dragons?
God
What?
damn it.
Yes, actually, I have.
Huh?
I have 4.
Oh.
4 have already committed to the cause. It is going to be such a glorious war.
Ask about the colors. I'll tell you everything you need to know.
The colors of these dragons?
Oh, the only ones that matter.
Yeah, I got it.
Green, red, blue, black.
The best ones.
The only ones necessary. The only ones that are loyal to
Terrifying
Nycos.
thought, isn't it?
I heard bad.
Really bad.
So shall I do a reading for us?
That eerie
While
whistling in the
knowing
background is
the
perfect.
direction of my path would be helpful, I know the winds will blow and I will go with them. That is the way of the black.
Why are you gonna bring color to this?
My veil, sir. I'm bringing religion
also-
into it, not
he's-
race.
Yeah.
Justice.
He's bringing religion in, and the thing that's really funny about that, she goes, "Oh, I don't even know what color that is." Anyway, So I guess you know where my allegiances therefore lie.
Because she did.
So I won't need to read for you, but maybe for your little friend.
Rabbit.
As much as I would appreciate it, my friend Wraith and I are on the same path.
Okay, boys. If we're not going to be able to work together, we might have to tear each other apart. So to avoid that, all I ask for is that little animal that you have under your arm.
Can I roll to unseduce the dryads?
That's not how it works.
Take a big old fart.
Yeah. After X amount of time.
Hey, there's like 50 on you all at once, man.
Really
You don't
wish I
really
had
get
Long
out
Strider
now.
right now.
Huh?
Who's
worth
wish I had
trying.
Long Strider right now? Cast,
Yeah.
run!
What's the plan?
We die.
Alright. This is a
Die
special
in hell
technique I've
tonight.
developed over years and years of having to fight in wars. You're going to use your legs, and you're going to use as many muscles as possible. Follow my lead, and I take off.
running.
Run away!
I sprint after him with the rabbit. With the rabbit in my
You're
arm.
gonna hold the rabbit?
I'm gonna hold the
That'll
rabbit.
give you a disadvantage on your checks.
Ooh, I'm gonna throw the rabbit.
So long, farewell.
At the ground.
So
Yes, the rabbit.
I'm actually gonna
flips
toss
off.
the rabbit in the opposite direction and then run with him
You're tossing the hair towards her.
Yes.
to the side.
That's
a
all she
third
asked for.
direction.
You could have just gave it
Yes.
to
Yeah,
her.
you could
No.
just
Yeah,
walked him
yeah.
over, dude.
Sure.
Okay, as you see the the rabbit fly through the air, she actually grabs it and breathes on it.
Bye, rabbit.
Bye.
You shudder and find
The
yourself in
rabbit
the arms of the most ravishingly beautiful woman you've ever seen.
Me or a rabbit?
You.
Oh
you.
shit.
So I'm me now.
The love of
Well,
a fungus is forever.
I'm trying to. When am I me and
You're
when am I a
fungal,
rabbit?
you're fungal rabbit man.
No, because you have the gift. She gave you the mark. Therefore, she rescues you.
Okay. So I'm a gnome now.
No,
You're a you're
I'm just a
Mikey.
sentient
You are
Mike.
you are
You're a Goomba.
Dude, I'm a
you're a
sentient.
Goomba soldier.
So hold on, I'll pull up a picture to
I'm
show
a
you.
sentient rabbit.
We need a
No, you're a
forward.
I'll show
Yeah,
him a picture.
You are a mushroom man. She turned you into one of her
But do I
ribs.
still have all my skills, like my
You're
spells
still-
and stuff?
You're still a no. You're
You are
still
still
an
landed.
illusionist. Yeah, I mean you're still a spellcaster.
Okay.
You're still that class. Your race changes.
That's fine. Dope. At least I'm not short anymore.
Maybe.
No, you're the short one.
You're the short
Maybe.
Aw.
Maybe.
But you see, here's the thing.
Maybe
now we
you
have to
could
get
let
you
him
a
know
badger
that
companion.
you have a
So it'd be
gingerbread
badger,
man
badger,
in
badger,
the.
badger. Mushroom, mushroom.
We kind of already.
So I can speak now, right?
But she can say.
Yes.
Oh,
Hey, so my friend that was with me, he got turned into a gingerbread.
The
Is there any way we could
I
save
don't
him?
know what that is.
He got killed by an old hag. Is there any way we could save him?
Probably shouldn't call her an old man.
I'm not sure why you even are bothering with this. You are now, you are literally flesh of my flesh. You are now my son and lover. You are the
Can I get out of-
sky.
That's
You are,
not creepy.
Can I get out of her
Oh,
arms?
we're running. Can we keep looking under trees?
What I was gonna
It's her
say
spore.
is, can I get out of her arms?
Just go.
I will pull you from the depths.
He's her spore.
Good luck.
yes.
Can I get out of her arms and chase after them?
Why would you want to leave the
I
most
mean, do
beautiful
everything
woman
in
in the
my
world?
Oh no, she's willing to gladly send him
succeed.
after his friends.
I'm going.
But I
No,
don't know
no,
how they're going to
that's-
respond.
I
I do
will
not know how they're going to
murder you.
respond to your appearance.
That's
Just
fine.
realize that you are better now than you ever was.
Thank you, but goodbye. Nice run. I'm gonna start yelling their names as I'm running.
Is he
You hear her.
speaking common or undercommon?
He's speaking fungal.
Mike and Ed.
Head?
Mike and did fungal language.
I will strike
Yeah,
you.
exactly.
Goomba, Goomba,
Exactly.
Goomba, Goomba, Goomba.
You need to learn fungal language now.
Well, I could use minor illusion, right? To just
No, that's not how minor
It's
illusion
not how it
to,
works.
Oh
to
wait,
do my voice.
so
yeah.
my comprehend languages would still be up, but you would sound like a mushroom to him.
So he
You
understands
approach me, I will
it.
strike you down. Oh, we are. Did you stop, or are we just dipping still?
No, we're
We're out of there.
Okay, so you run for. It seems like forever. You're passing through trees brambles, jumping over a couple of small streams, and you come back to a small cottage.
Does the smoke?
Smoke
does
is
it-
hanging in the air. It's
Let
kind
me
of
get
like
to this
pink-
house.
pink
Let me get to
cotton
this
candy.
house.
Is
You're
it
a
the same-
Myconin now,
is it
dude.
the
You
same
probably walk slow as
same
hell.
cottage?
Yeah, he's not. His your move is 30. Your total move is 30. That's with dash.
Oh,
So yeah, you have a
you're
base
even slower
15.
now.
I thought
You
so.
just watched us disappear, and you couldn't follow us.
She'll make a pizza out of you.
Perfect. Or
Yeah.
she'll just trip. start
Am I at
tripping.
least healthy?
I mean,
Your next roll
yes, sir.
at disadvantage.
Yes.
This is
he
the
at
last
le-
one.
Is he at
Disadvantage.
least healthy?
Yeah, I'm full.
You're gonna be so
good.
old.
No,
Okay.
you're a fungus. You're a mushroom.
That's a
Is he
pass.
healthy?
Big money, no
Yeah.
whammies.
Bang.
I don't know what the perks
No.
are for being a mushroom,
I-
but
Apparently, I shoot
Yeah.
fails.
I
I'm only gonna
succumb.
shoot the die, and I need to.
You find
Maybe. Wait. Should I do my last BP?
if you
Wait,
want
wait,
to.
I don't
You
want.
have a name
No.
tag.
He
This
already
is
used it.
important to me.
Use it on like the first roll.
This is
You've
important.
already.
to me.
Technically, you've lasted longer than the other mortals.
No,
That
but
would-
I want to prove to them that that I care.
No, I know what you want to say. You really want to say, once you go Drac, you never go back. Is that what you wanted to say?
Maybe.
Can we lose a BP for that one?
I want to give them what they wanted, so that they will let me go of their own volition
Oh, that'll take.
and
100
send
years.
me in peace.
That'll take a full 100.
I'm okay with that.
Okay, he's
So your character, are you taking your character out of the equation then too?
No,
No,
Dragonborns don't live to 100.
they do in Nycos.
they head to Nycos.
Yeah, but we
Because
have.
remember, when he comes out, he'll be at his current age. He will have just spent 100 years there
Oh,
because
okay.
they're leaving under. So he heard me say that. That is what I said. Is that the condition of this enchantment?
Yeah, I
Okay.
remember.
Then why did should have just waited?
So, but the
We
character
don't
would
live to
be
be
taken
100.
out of rotation.
We weren't
Apparently, you guys
invited.
don't live
At all.
at
Why?
I'm
They
alive.
were
I'm just a
instantly
mushroom.
back on their time at
No, because they
Mardo,
failed. They
we
failed
also
within
weren't
hours.
invited.
If you're wanting to say
We were told you
that
gotta
you're
do
not going to make any die rolls,
whatever
you
off
just want to
everywhere
have
else.
automatically
Guys,
last the
we
whole
should
time.
have just given
I
them
can't
the loot.
guarantee
I'm gonna
that.
say
I'm not
it
saying
now.
that.
We
I'm just
should have
saying-
just given them the loot.
I'm considering burning another PP to
We should have.
To stay
get the
one,
high score.
Stay one more time. I know.
I
You,
want to
You
get
already
that high
have the high score.
you already have the high score.
Yeah, you've already had the high
Yeah,
score.
yeah, I
you
did him
put
by 6
ASS
hours
and you've got-
already.
He's got something
Fine.
to prove.
Okay, no, because if you stay there,
But
You
I'm
might
gonna
get
make
the
sure they
dragon.
remember me, and I'm gonna
And
say
the-
goodbye
and the
and give
Fellstone.
them
Always
hugs
have the egg.
and
No, I'm just saying. now you
depart
can
on the
roll.
best terms
And
possible.
you don't have somebody arguing over it.
And I'm gonna give them something.
Do it.
Besides the schlong you're slanging.
Yes.
Shlomo.
I'm gonna draw and give each of them a page out of my dragon coloring book that I drew for them.
So you said
There's
the
a
most
bunch of
intimate
naked,
moment, then you
attractive
said, "Here's my
women."
coloring book." Show its color.
They're mostly drawn within the lines.
I got you.
Like you just gave them this moment, and they were like, "Here you go."
They probably feel very bad about this now. They're like,
They're like, "Oh, what was that dragon?"
Oh.
Each one of the
He's
pictures.
mentally inept.
Each one of the pictures
Was
is
that
going to be
legal?
stained with a single
Did anyone
tear.
ID that dragon?
Okay.
Single tear on each page. And give them a, yeah. Then I
You've
then I
been in a
succumb
hun-
to sleep.
Okay.
You've been in a 100-year orgy. It's not tears anymore.
Okay.
I'm still just chasing them as far as I can go,
well,
wherever I could see. I'm just going the same way they
Oh,
went.
was it the same
no,
cottage
you're-
though?
It's not you.
You just said it was me now.
Oh, I'm
You
sorry.
said
I'm sorry.
I'm
No,
a mushroom.
I'm micing it. Yes.
Yeah.
As you're running along, panting and puffing, you'll come across the dragonborn underneath of an ash tree.
Kill him.
Talk
Kill it.
mushroom to
Because
him
even though he
can't
tried
understand
to outdo them, they kicked his ass. So
I know Dracon.
Oh.
Oh.
Nice.
So I can just talk to him.
yeah, you go up to him.
Hey, you remember me?
What's particularly noted is that his pearlescent color is a little bit diminished.
Oh.
Just need polish.
So I know it's gonna sound weird, but I'm Lampip.
No, what you hear is
No, I speak Draconic.
You lost all your language capabilities because they don't follow the same rules of speaking.
What do you mean?
They only speak.
You don't
You
speak
only
Draconic
speak
anymore.
Myconid now, is what he's
So I
saying.
can't learn any other languages either.
No, you know them. You can't make your face do them because you don't have the same face structure.
Mm.
They
Yeah,
actually
I learned how to
breathe.
work the
If you notice, they don't
mushroom
have
things.
actually have a nose. They have spore wall, and so when they meet, it's really going to sound. Yeah. You're meeting, so when you're down, comes along.
I'm gonna roll over because I'm really tired.
Then I'm gonna just keep walking.
You might get lucky and have like the more fibrous look. But
Kick 'em.
it's
Yeah, 'cause
still
there are some that have the like
it's the
funny little mouths, but
Yeah, but
there's some.
there'll also be development over time because myconids don't stay the same. They kind of morph over time.
They consume
Morph
all.
back to a rabbit.
Don't do
I'm
that.
just gonna
Yeah.
keep walking along where I seen them walk, since he's just gonna roll over.
So do I recognize it as the same cottage?
Looks just like it.
No, that's him.
I just said, hey, you remember
I want
me?
that
I
to
just
be
said,
him so bad.
No,
should-
I heard.
John, we found the perfect version.
in Draconic.
So it's.
If you ever got her to do it.
So this-
It sounds like I got a lisp almost, or like I just can't say it
You got
right.
your queen patron.
You just have to drop off the tops of all the sounds.
Sure.
No, you just make the sound closer.
Do it.
No.
Do it. You won't do it.
I
He
won't do it.
refuses.
And you refuse to speak a language. You haven't taken almost a silence. Almost a silence.
So I will then wake up.
Okay.
And catch him because you can walk faster than you can run.
Do you want to explore this cottage or do you want to go find other people?
When I get to
And I will
I would
walk
like
along
to
the path, caressing
Find
these trees
someone
as
we
I
know
go
rather
along,
than go in a
saying
place you
goodbye.
said somebody died in.
It looks the same, so
You
it's
hear,
probably the same.
you hear voices that sound familiar to you, kind of discussing with themselves rather loudly outside of a cottage. The smoke fairly hangs above the cottage like
They sound like
cotton.
voices I used to know.
Now you're just some voice I used
The
to
voices
know.
are coming from inside or outside?
What's that?
The voices are coming from inside or outside the cottage?
No, you are the ones making the sounds.
Oh.
Go ahead, and if you're going to stealth them, you can stealth
Hey,
them.
I'm gonna really miss these trees. We grew close over the many decades of orgiastic love.
Do we hear him?
Yes, he's actually singing soliloquy, saying monologues to the trees as he walks by.
Wait,
Virtual sonnets of draconic.
I hear something
parallelism.
shiny and full of itself.
I know
I'm not the
exactly
only
who that
one.
is.
No.
He's a little bit larger than he used to be. Almost 8 feet tall now.
I was already 8 feet tall.
8.5 feet tall.
Does one have Goliath blue? I don't remember him being that much taller than me.
I don't know.
Hey, my golden horns are a little bit longer.
All right, let's get the hell out of here.
I recognize
So-
you!
Yeah.
So firebolt says you have to target
No,
a creature with
never
burning
mind.
hands that have to target someone.
We've all aged.
Because this one
a
had
little
just
No,
said
it's an area
so.
effect. It's an area.
Okay.
So
All
it's
of us.
it's
Who
it's,
are
a,
you?
it's an art.
So if I want
Rage.
to just light something on fire, I can.
You have a beard!
Well, it's a cone. It's an
Yeah,
area
I
effect,
know,
right?
I'm
You
So
didn't
I
have
think
a
it says
beard
anything in the
before.
area that is
That was
ignitable.
before. I mean, look at him.
So yes, it's possible.
Who's him?
Causing fire.
That's
Bardova.
Bardova.
But I'm just saying how
What the hell
firebolt you
happened
said
to
I need
you?
to target
Right.
for burning hands that don't need a target.
I'm
It's
what
just
you
an
call
area effect.
a one pump chump.
I'll remember that.
Yeah. Much better with bagpipes.
Where are the two stinky little ones?
I've been told one died and the other disappeared.
One died, the other disappeared.
Have we
How did
stalled
he
long enough for the
die?
mushroom to show up?
Yeah.
Um,
But about this time, you walked in like a circle. You're like, how'd they get in front of me? How'd they get
I'm not
behind
gonna
me?
say any words. I'm gonna walk up to the house and knock on it.
How did he
He's gonna
die?
die again.
Yep.
Someone tell me how my friend died!
I don't
Your friend
know.
died
I
in
was
this house.
told.
all I saw.
You gotta do the voice. You're gonna have to do the
You either
voice.
got to
In
do the
the
voice or
house,
you got to get your own
he
mic
was
and it's
dead.
that's in on
This
its
hag
own.
was attempting
You've
to
gotta come
cook
up
me.
with
She tried to
like-
cook
A
me.
hag, you
noise.
see!
A
I'm
hag.
gonna check the Hagrid.
Ah, Hagrid.
That's what I've been waiting for.
There are 13 in the valley.
Time to get to work, boys. I'm gonna undo my greatsword.
Okay, and one of them is
Cannot find it.
flashing inside that building. Right?
I am gonna
Burning the house.
I'm gonna pull
knock
out a
on the
long
door.
sword.
I'm gonna cast burning hands on the house.
So we have a mushroom
You
to
on the
roll
knock
up
on
and
the door,
start.
or are you waiting for because he knocked on the door?
I'm gonna
He's dead.
Because he not.
I'm gonna knock on the door.
Okay.
Wait a minute till I hear footsteps coming, and I'm gonna strength check to kick the door down as hard as I possibly can.
I'm gonna
Okay.
be right,
Hopefully
I'm
to
gonna be
hit the
right
person
To
behind
be
you.
fair, it's a double door, so.
Oh, it is a double.
That's fine.
Which
I'll
half
take
are you
the
kicking? The top half or the bottom half?
bottom half.
Okay.
Right in the middle.
Knock the legs out.
Yeah, sweep the legs.
Right.
Nice. That is a 21.
21
hits the door.
You hit the nail on the head.
Hard. Going for the shins
Of the door?
of the person that the door will hit.
There's some optimism for you right there.
I go for the door
That
shins.
would be wild.
Well, hey, we got a mic in it here, and he's got shins.
I should have cast on
Maybe he
the
can tell us
bags
where the
before this.
shins are on a door.
You'll never hear me
Oh.
speak. I'm taking an oath
I
of
have whole
silence.
person.
Okay,
Another
if you
mic
do
on
that,
it.
okay, if you
You
do
can't-
that, it has to happen in character, which means anytime you speak, you break that.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay.
And just so you know, all of your spells require verbal.
Every single spell. So you're not casting
There's
spells
only
if you-
one spell in the entire game that does not require verbal, and
He
you
will
don't
find
get
a
it.
way.
Exactly.
He will grow a new
Organs.
thing that will do the
I'll
thing.
use
So
the
he's,
verbal
he's gonna
components.
show up with a painter's mask and just talk through that.
Mm-hmm. Something.
It's not about the discussion.
No, because
You're
it's-
gonna screw yourself over because you don't want to do it.
That's fun. I'm lighting this house on fire.
Well,
But
we're
you-
at the door.
But you need
Yep.
the verbal component
That's
to
fine.
light the place on fire.
Yeah. you can do that.
I'm just gonna use it.
You can't.
What do you mean? My guy is not mute. He just sounds weird. Anytime I use a spell, I don't repeat the spell. I just say I'm using it. I don't say the spell every time I
That's
use
true, but you will be verbalizing the spells.
it. Yeah, I just it
A,
would say, I
a
would say
component
it
is something
distorted.
that you can't ignore. So verbal, somatic, or
It's okay. He gets it.
But
Yes.
I understand what I'm saying is
He wants to
I
burn the
understand.
house down. I support his decision.
yes, I'm gonna burn the forest.
I support the decision.
I'm just saying for the oath of silence.
Do you want to get saved or not?
It's by
I'm
choice,
dead.
not by force.
Not for long, mister.
I'm trying to get these.
Have
wishes.
faith.
We're gonna bring you back as a gingerbread man. We're just
Should
gonna be the
eat
motley
yourself.
To be
crew.
fair, there's more of us now. That means more wishes.
Permission
You
to-
are only half baked. If I finish the job, then you'll be a whole gingerbread man.
Do I at least get the gumdrop buttons?
We'll deal with that in a moment. First thing we're doing is we're kicking down the door. How much damage did you do to the door?
I didn't roll damage.
You need to roll damage for
Roll
the kick.
damage.
It's a kick, so it's
D4?
1 plus strength.
It's 1 plus strength. No, because he's dragonborn, so it'd be 2 plus strength.
Okay, so then that is 6.
Okay, door does not go down.
Clunk.
Well, darn.
Thunk.
Should have-
Yes,
Oh, wait, no, you have a sword.
dearie.
I'm going to prepare a swing.
So is she. End of matter of speaking. Okay, and so we go to initiative.
You guys are gonna be like,
Land
why is he
Pip is
Wu-Tang
first.
it? And then burn
Ironically, the slowest person in the party is first. Land
Somehow.
Pip,
I'm gonna
action.
manifest my weapon.
burning hands.
Okay, you burned the house down. All right.
Yep.
Burning down the
And
house.
is this one I gotta roll to hit, or is that automatic?
Burning
No,
hands
you-
is a dex save for
Dex
anything
save.
caught within a 15
But
foot.
the house does not get a dex save, so it's auto hit on the
It has a
wall,
dex
and it
of
has a
0.
chance at burning. So basically roll a 2-hit roll to see whether or not you keep it burning long enough to actually ignite the wall.
And then is it plus my spell attack bonus?
Intelligence.
21.
Whoosh.
And
Burns
proficiency
those
bonus.
hands.
The wall is starting to burn, and as it does, you start to smell a cinnamony smell in the air.
It's made of candy.
No, it's made of gingerbread.
No, your
It's made of glim.
your glimmer bread man
Probably.
is burning.
No, we're trying to make sure you're fully baked.
Exactly.
I can
Yeah.
burn. You can burn that stuff.
I want you to come out talking like a really chilled out version of the gingerbread man.
All right.
Yes, chill.
I have a way to find them, guys. I have a way.
I'm in there. As far as I know.
All right. So the wall is on fire. The door has been kicked at least once. It is Bardova's action.
Play us a jaunty tune. So we've got the door and a little bit of the wall on fire. We have the door kicked already. And we have a
So since I can hear her through the door, I'm assuming she can hear me through the door, correct?
More than likely.
Okay.
Spells the
word.
target you need
Am
to
I
see.
am I trying to kick the door down, or do I want to hit her with something right now?
You have no
do
strength.
you. You do
You
you.
do
bro.
you,
You
Bard.
don't have strength,
I don't have strength.
so don't use strength.
Plus, the door is on fire, so that could.
No,
Um,
the wall is on fire.
Oh, the wall's on fire. I thought he.
Yeah,
I
he's
thought
on
the-
like the.
I
side
just
of the house.
did it at the house. Wherever your discretion and what's on fire, it's on you.
Okay.
I just pointed it and said, "Let's burn this mother."
I thought
Okay,
the
so
door
I'm
was
gonna
on
give
fire. I am
Valera a
mistaken.
bardic inspiration.
Okay, 2.
I'm inspired.
Oh,
You're-
she's
He's
inspired.
just giving
Okay,
him a
inspiring
inspiration.
him,
That's a
and
bonus action.
That's a bonus action.
As a-
Still have regular action.
And then I'm going to cast Dissonant Whispers.
Okay.
Do you need to see your?
You weren't
target
even
for
that
this
pretty.
Yeah.
Don't you have the spell then?
I do. I don't have the
You-
blue for some spells.
Because John's already
So we're
doing
doing what?
Dissonant Whispers.
Dissonant Whispers.
It's a first level spell, I believe.
Yep.
Yeah, I have it on this side.
Unfortunately, a lot of spells have targets that you must see.
Huh, I don't
Not
have
that
this
one.
whispers in here.
That's the only reason why I cast that one. And
I am
not
gonna let
Vicious
you
Mockery.
guys know out of
Checking.
character that I have 297 more hags to kill.
Only?
Wow.
Whenever this one dies.
That's it.
Yeah.
So wait, you have to kill the 300 hags?
That's what the grid's for. It was a gift in trade for a Gaius.
For a what?
Again.
A Gaius. Geas. It's a kind of spell. Basically causes him to have it.
Is
As
this
a-
level first level
it's
one
like a
or is it
quest.
level 2 spell?
I'm checking level 2s right now. I don't see it in either of this.
I got
guess
boons
it's
for
not
it.
a,
I don't remember what the boons were,
Book?
but I got them.
But you got him. That's all that matters.
I think
It
I
might-
had
it
like
might just
something
not
like
be
a
under-
plus something to kill hags, like advantage against hag
It should
stuff.
be.
Yeah, because bards get it, and bards only get archers.
Really?
For what?
I can't find dissonant whispers in
I have it
the
right here
file.
if you want to see it.
Oh.
Dissonant Whispers, I think, is not in.
Well, I was just.
I looked for the card too, and I haven't seen it in my cards.
It's a
Yeah,
bard
it's in
card.
the bard cards, but it's not in the arcane for some reason.
Is it Volos maybe?
It's right here.
It's,
Well,
yeah, it's in
Vicious
the player's
Mockery.
handbook.
You whisper
Yeah,
a
Vicious Mockery is-
discordant melody that only one creature of your choice within range can hear, racking it with terrible pain. The target must make a wisdom save. On a failed save, 3d6 psychic damage, and must immediately use its reaction if
Yeah,
available
he
to
doesn't
move
even
as
have to
far
see it.
as
He
its
just has to
speed
know she's there.
allows away from you. The creature
Just have to hear
doesn't
me.
move into obviously dangerous ground, such as a fire or a pit. On a successful save, the target takes half as much damage and doesn't move away. Deafened creature automatically succeeds on the save. The component is verbal only. Sorry.
Half damage.
So it doesn't move away
Alright.
and takes.
I need
So you roll
another
3d6 and you divide by 2, rounding down. I still
Yeah.
love the detail on the back.
That's nice.
Oh, that's unfortunate.
8.
8's half. That's pretty good.
Might have happened when it like
And you
flew
got
in.
a little bit of the scuff finish. The finish is got scuffed a bit. If you wanna.
No, it's fine. Beyond here, I know what a scratch is. Like my bag fell over inside my car, all my stuff.
I got one. of
We're
these
killing
here,
hags,
I'm just like,
guys.
I don't wanna.
It's exciting.
Yeah,
Okay,
I
what
have
does
all the
Vicious
special
Mockery
editions
do?
that are available. I have them.
Just
I
read
don't
it.
have Salt Marsh.
You unleash a string of
Summer
insults
can
laced with
release
subtle
special
enchantments at a
edition.
creature you can
Yes.
see within range. If
So
the target can
regular
hear
has
you,
the picture of them
though it need not
and
understand you, it
the
must
friggin'
succeed on a
powerful
wisdom saving
assholes
throw or
that's
take
coming out.
1d4
The special
psychic
edition
damage
is the perspective
and have
of the guy in
disadvantage on the
front of
next
boat
attack
looking
roll it
at
makes before the
Is
end
it
of its
the-
next
is it
turn.
this right here?
What's the race I'm called? What is it?
Here, let me pull it up.
The mushroom.
Myconid.
Special edition.
MYCONID.
It just
They
came out.
they had it.
Alrighty, so the door doesn't come down. You
Here's a-
do
here's
hear
my bardic
chanting
inspiration
beginning
for you.
inside.
So you remember. It's bardic inspiration.
So
It's on fire.
that's the regular.
It is
So you see this thing right here.
Valier's action.
Okay, so the door has not opened.
No, you do not kick it down.
Do I know what it's made out of?
That is the
It's
special
like
edition.
wood.
That's cool.
Well, it
So
didn't
that's
come
the-
down
so
with one of my
that's the
kicks.
Adventure in the front of the boat, looking at.
Realizing
Trying
that
to come on,
the
that's what they-
damage
Choose
converts
this,
to
mirror.
structural damage at a rate of
Mirror
10 to
or
1.
whatever.
I try the handles.
Okay? They're locked.
So yeah, it's the ranger's
That's
perspective.
Nice.
Pretty cool, huh? I wish
Is
there
there
was more
windows?
Stuff like that. That would be awesome.
Yes, but
Imagine
one
Lowe's
side of
had
the
it like
building is already on
Well,
fire.
Willows is a,
So the glass
Nice
is kind of like
No, but I'm
creating
saying
a
Perfect.
melting
original
I'm
is,
gonna go
and
run
then
around
looking
to the
at
opposite
giant
side of the
peering
house.
at him.
around to the
How awesome
non-burning
would
side.
Lowe's have been if
Yeah.
it was that perspective.
True.
Is there a
That's
back
just
door?
mindful of
As you were running
everything.
around to the back, no, there won't be a back door. There are windows back there. But as you're running around, go ahead and make a dex save.
I know what this is. I fail.
Okay, you are now entangled by the vines outside the back of the house.
Do not come this way, boys. She's got an entanglement trap.
This is very familiar to how this entire problem
You got
started.
long, long, long ago,
But that was long ago.
and far, far away.
Nah, I'm thinking
Right.
something else.
You were there when we
He
killed
was
the
there.
other candy
He is a
hat.
player. He was a player there, but he wasn't a character. That character there.
No, he was his Philip. You were on my back.
Yeah, I'm gonna cast
No,
a
the
second
candy
level
died on
armor of
fourth.
Agathis on myself.
Phil was on the mountain when you got snowy.
Yeah.
That was immediately after.
Well, not immediately. Yeah, it was two sessions later.
Something like that.
And yes, reference to that, I do remember just about every encounter I've ever run. So
I'm going to cast a second level armor of Agathis on myself. It is, I think, 10 temporary
10
hit
temporary
points.
hit points and 10 damage on anyone who attacks you.
So I
Nice.
have 10 temp HP.
you're all spiky.
Yeah. What's it deals cold.
He looks like
So-
Spawn.
Actually, yeah, that'd be kind of cool. But and then I'm going to manifest my weapon as a glaive.
Everyone in the stream knows that that's a sucky weapon.
It's a range weapon. That's the main thing. It gets you 5 inches, 5 foot reach.
We all know how that goes.
It'd be really good next level when
It's
I get
actu-
Polearm Master.
It's actually really nice because you can poke
Me?
over enemies.
No.
Allies.
Okie dokie. It is now her primary action. And you hear her finish her enchantment and start to cackle.
I don't like that.
Turn you into a rabbit.
Is the hag cackling or is our dragonborn cackling?
Yeah.
Both.
These things
They
have
become one.
a better walking
Oh god,
speed
the
than
vines are
gnomes.
puppeteering him.
My gnome has a
Where is the
25
hole?
walking
You must
speed.
answer
This
me
one's a
these
30.
questions three
Hmm?
out of the other side, you
I
see.
said the damn
African
mushroom
or
walks better than
European?
my gnome.
That's on surface.
mushroom.
Not down here.
Oh, damn.
Down here, the ground is. Remember, the ground is so verdant that because you're a myconid, literally everything is trying to eat you. So every
Sick.
step you take, you're actually getting nibbled on.
But he's also trying to eat everything at the same time.
Right, he's actually you're
a
digesting
fungus.
ones that are already dead. Yes,
It's
so.
a tug of war constantly.
No, it's a circle of life. You can
No.
Yeah,
It's
circle of
exactly-
life.
it's definitely-
You know, the circle of life is
Dude.
pointless.
You're not allowed to touch any of the party's rations.
I'll touch whatever I want. You're not even there.
I will
He makes
strike-
it go
I will
bad.
strike you down.
He
from
makes
where
it
you
go
stand.
bad.
He is the party's rations.
I'll
After
let
that.
it won't breathe and I'll
Bad,
just cut you.
bad.
Wait,
Not true, my
That's
kid.
not breathing, it's about just
No, I
putting
need,
it
I
in
need
you.
to know what his cap looks like. Cause he's a flying manada. I'm not touching him.
I'm a
Looks like a
cyber selling
goddamn
mushroom.
Mario
don't worry.
shroom.
I just assume that he's one of those ones that look like a dick.
It's all of them.
Exactly. More so.
Alrighty.
I better get my smites in.
Yeah, it's probably a good idea.
You hear it click at the front door,
Hard to believe this
like
is
the
a
locks
thing.
just came undone.
I'm not
Believe
at the
it's a
front
physical
door.
thing.
I know.
Yeah,
That's
you
it.
tried to
Aren't
kick
they
it.
printing?
You tried to kick it out.
No, he tried to kick it and then
No,
ran around
you-
back.
Actual, like,
Where
module.
you tried to kick
I was
it
in the
out.
front.
Right, took your
That was
action. You
Chris
lit the
Per-
fire,
that's
and
Chris
now
Perkins'
the
guy.
fire's burning. What are you
They
doing?
were.
You saw the dragonborn go running past you towards
I'm
the
saying
back,
I-
and then he shot a jump come around here. They've got
that
some kind of
module
trap.
doesn't actually work.
Go around there and fuck with the trap.
Didn't Critical Role play
I'm gonna use mage hand to keep the
No,
door
you're getting
closed,
animated.
but I don't think that'll work.
25 pounds of pressure.
Yeah.
Setting. You got like
I did not.
Blood Hunter and Gunslinger are on D&D Beyond.
Where am I at? About how far in
They're
front of the
not
door?
fish material.
Like just a couple feet.
Well, you're at least 15, 18 feet away because you shot the flame in the
flame.
wall. So you're about 15 feet to the right of the door and about 15 feet from the door. So.
Can I use? Can I hold my action to ray of frost whatever comes out of that door?
Sure.
You're gonna hit the gingerbread man.
That's
Oh,
fine.
no.
It's dead already.
He's a myconid.
Bardova.
They can't take cold damage. Most fungus wither in the cold.
I'm gonna step back 30 feet from the door.
Okay, so you're back to 15 feet, go.
And I would like to hold action for.
You're gonna use a ranged weapon? What's your plan? 15 feet, 30 feet away, you're
Oh, yeah.
pretty much take yourself out of the fight action for this round.
Yeah. I'm gonna hold action for vicious mockery for whatever walks out of the door.
Okay.
You just got insulted.
Yeah.
Whatever comes out the door is getting lit up.
Yeah.
Freeze. Insult.
Okay,
It's
right
really
there,
something
make
good.
a strength check to get out of the entanglement.
That is a 17.
Yep, you basically can walk through at difficult speed, so it's half rate.
Is there more vines ahead of me?
Yes.
Is there a window to next to me?
There's a window near you again.
I'm gonna get to the window and get in.
Okay. So make
Actually-
a. You gonna break it in, or you try to open it?
I'll try to open it first.
Okay. Go ahead and make a dex check, please.
7.
Big book of all the
It
art.
does not want to open. Maybe it's because it's painted over with that extra double fudge or something. It does
Can
not.
I strength it open?
So anything made of So anything
With the 7?
If it doesn't
Strength
just
it open.
come up, then I'm gonna activate the muscles. Yeah, that's a 19.
Okay. Yeah, you wrench at it while and it flies open.
I'm gonna go in.
Okay. As you're crawling in the
Burning
window.
house.
As you may recall, well, you wouldn't know, it's a single room house, so you're coming in the basically side of the building. You don't see anybody in it, you heard her laughter, and the front doors, you see that there's a shadowy figure standing at the door, looking like it's about ready to open the doors.
On the inside of the door.
Yes, but it's discorporeal, there's not actually a physical form to it, it's just a shadowy outline.
It's the cover. that
Okay.
gives Actual, not special edition.
Oh, I put that on stand.
So it has like some of the original art and everything.
What did I have a thing. What is the thing?
It's really cool. It just doesn't have the club. It's more or less like an art study book.
Right.
So it doesn't have like lore or anything.
It's all magic support books.
It's just an art book. There's a little bit of a history lesson to it, but besides that.
I'm going to cast Bane on.
On the figure in the shadow figure?
Yep.
Can't you kill your
Charisma saving throw.
I'd cast Tom Hardy.
Can't you kill your three things with Bane, or is it just bless?
I'm going to target all 3 on her.
It's one charisma saving throw.
I don't know. She is the bane of my existence, therefore I am
That's
the
honestly
bane of
one of the
hers.
things why I'm not a big fan of Bane at times. When I one fights, it
I think we messed up by prepping the spells. Or
Nothing.
me prepping the spells. You getting
19 on the safe.
success.
He's-
So nothing happens, it'll fizzle spells
I
up.
don't care.
That's the
But
other
I
thing I'm not a
point
big fan of.
menacingly at her.
Menacingly! Menacingly!
I imagine the queen's
That was
there.
so funny.
Oh boy. Oh no.
She will be soon.
I roll a 4. I'm
Maybe she's
dead.
all around us at all
You've
times.
invoked her.
That's what I roll for.
I've invoked the queen.
Well, and you got a mic in it at the fight, so she knows about it already.
He's in trouble. He's on fire. I can
Guys.
sense it.
I'm not on
She's
fire.
the head of the coven. There's a whole coven.
I know.
Can I become the king? Like,
You have to make a wisdom save 16.
Only if you get a crown.
Sounds good to me. Made it.
He could become a king, but
Ooh,
he's gotta
pretty
get a
awesome.
crown.
Right. The magic that came at you did not come at you from the shadowy form. The shadowy form continues this process, which is to open the
Then
door.
where did the magic come
It
from?
continues being
Up in
shadowy.
the attic, up in the rafters.
I want to use my paladin-y goodish sense.
are you in the house?
Divine
Yeah,
sense.
I'm
He's in the house.
It's on fire.
Yeah.
Oh, I know.
The
Just
wall
making
is.
sure.
Yes.
I'm preventing her
And
escape out the
And
other
it's
way.
made of chocolate, so it's burning even quicker.
This is the face that wants to
Or whatever it's
chips
made out of.
the other way.
What do I see?
Crouched in an impractical and improbable angle, the hag has actually suspended herself up against the ceiling.
You always try to be smart, but you're so daft. It's time to burn.
You'll never get us, and you'll never get it back.
I've already killed a few of you. Don't even try it. Get it up, you.
Wraith. The house is on fire.
Come in, boys. The party's getting
The
started.
door just opened.
The roof. The roof.
She's on the roof.
What's in the doorway?
No, nothing's in the doorway. The doorway flew open inward, just like those kind of doors do. So it just flew open.
Poke the doorway with my glaive.
Okay. Nothing in the doorway. There's a shadowy form inside, partially obscured by the smoke from the house burning. It's beckoning to you, like inviting you within.
Yeah, I'm gonna Eldritch Blast it.
Come in.
You killed Glim.
Clem is double dead. Oh god, he's overcooked.
There's a 22 to hit.
22 to hit. Yes, you hit the image. It folds over on itself as if it's been wounded and falls to the ground.
Do I roll
So,
damage?
but no, you don't have to worry
Who's next?
about it. Back to the top of the order. Glim, believe it or not, make a death save.
Oh,
no.
yeah.
17. I just needed some warmth in me.
With my paladin sense, did
See,
I
now you're
see
full.
a glimmer of stinky
Huh?
goodness?
Did you see it? No, you just noticed the
A
aroma.
glimmer
I-
of goodness?
Yeah, I got that, but more importantly, I was just gonna say you get a pungent smell from one of the gingerbread cookies. Does not smell right.
I recognize that stench.
Totally.
I don't know. When was the last time? Oh, right. The last. You haven't bathed since we dropped.
He never does.
I don't know. Remember, you hugged a stinky man, and he hasn't bathed either, so he's a stinky mushroom. And you're a smelly gingerbread man.
You guys.
Delicious.
This is almost racist level.
It totally is. Flavorists. They're
It's
clearly
okay.
flavorists.
It could be worse. It could be a mushroom.
Could be worse.
Wait
we could
for it.
be,
I'm gonna be a gingerbread man.
That would be
I'm
dope.
okay with this.
Okay.
Food party.
You know who's the dopest person in Shrek? The gingerbread man. Or the gingerbread himself.
Landpip the Myconid direction.
I like how his name is Land Pip, the mic in it now.
It's always Landpip before, and that's Landpip the
Yeah?
Myconid.
That also might alert every other hag in the area.
Good.
Yeah, so let's have wave after wave of hags come after us, right?
Yeah.
this second.
I'll gain
Wait, what
stronger
am I
with
saying?
each
Us,
one
I'll
I
be
kill.
dead.
Can I angle myself outside to see inside? Like, see them inside? While still being, like...
Well, what
outside?
you'll see is you'll see Wraith's back going into the smoky room. You really can't make up much more than that because this room's pretty much filling with smoke. As the walls
I wonder why.
burning onto the roof now.
I'm just gonna hold my action. Same thing.
Well, yeah, because you don't want to be too close because, you know, mushrooms get savory after a while.
Exactly. I'm just gonna hold my action, so if the
Then
hag
make a
comes
nice
out of the
risotto
house...
out of you.
Bartova. Okay. You've hidden back behind and backed off, and now what do you do?
We're hiding behind the mushroom.
Well, I want to look around first and see if there's anything approaching the cottage.
Actually, there is. It looks like a small,
Circle.
Yeah.
Army of mushrooms.
well, no, it's actually an irregular line of Myconid slowly walking forward.
Yeah, my boys. Towards the cottage?
Mm-hmm.
That's not a good thing.
Why?
From
One of us,
from
one of
in
us,
between
Google
pinching me
gobble.
in
I'm
the
gonna
cottage
Google
or
gobble.
from a third direction?
You'll
Just
find out.
literally, they're coming through the forest.
Okay.
I'll burn him if not.
You won't, you couldn't.
They'll be within 60 feet of the building by the end of their round. So if you want to interact with them, you can try to
We
talk to them
make
or
holes
whatever.
in teeth.
I'm going to hold action
Mm-hmm.
of vicious mockery for anything coming. No, I'm not gonna do that. I'm just gonna hold action and prepare for.
Are you holding martial action or are you holding a spell? If you're holding a spell, you gotta say which spell.
Yeah.
Which spell?
Aha.
Like WITC.
Yes.
Oh no, I was.
Which spell?
There is Witch Bolt.
Don't have that yet.
I'm just waiting. I'm gonna hold action and just wait.
Yes.
So you just pass the turn.
All
Yeah.
hail the magic
I'm gonna
conch.
pass.
Class
yeah,
one
exactly.
player. Class one player. Category 1 environment here. All right. So let's go talk to the category 2. Category 3. Valer.
Okay, so I'm going to use my radiant breath weapon on her
Okie dokie.
with gusto.
Nat 20 on her save.
I don't care.
Do your half damage.
I don't care.
And your cold
I
damage
still-
is going to help put out the fire.
It's not cold
No.
damage.
I belched on her
Radiant.
hard.
Right,
Radiant.
radiant light. Are you hitting
It's
with?
goodness
Yes.
and
It's gonna
love.
actually amp.
Yeah.
It's a Care
gonna be
Bear
nothing.
stare.
Yeah, yeah.
D6s, right?
Care Bear stare.
Yes, 2d6.
Yeah, 2d6.
It doesn't go to 3 until like level 5.
That is a
By then it's kind of
4, I think, rounding down.
Okay.
4.5.
She's
It's
not
more or less
dead
entry
yet.
But
She
does she
ranged
let go
attacks.
of the roof?
She doesn't.
Yeah. It's
my
still
dragon.
level 1
Is the
through
roof
3
burning?
after
Yeah.
It's good if you got
The edge of the
30
roof is
foot
burning,
line.
To do that, yeah. The jets, but
And you
I'm
just,
hoping this-
from the outside, you
Well,
should
come
see a
really
beam
good
of
at
light
that.
go shooting through the.
Like someone just got summoned by the
So here's some
Bifrost.
of my goblins.
Yeah.
I'm gonna make a cone of not goblins right here.
I'm
Alrighty.
burning this force to the
Same
ground with me
And
and
I'm stopping her from getting out.
And now I know where she is.
Lit her up. Yep.
I'm dead.
I'm ready to kill these mushrooms.
And it's Wraith's action.
I see where the hag is. Well, I'm gonna shoot her.
Shoot, shoot, shoot her dead.
Get her.
Done.
I should have
You shouldn't
manifested
have
a
done
heavy
that.
crossbow.
Just boy.
Get it. Get it.
That is a 20 to hit. Modified.
That will hit.
Yeah.
Kill it.
Let her out.
1 damage.
weird.
Yuck.
I don't have agonizing blast.
Yuck.
We're doing great damage here, folks.
I think we're
The
not
health points
supposed
are
to.
really flying off of this woman.
Yep.
I'll deal much more when I get close. I don't want to get close first.
Right. Okay. So, Mike and it's closing. We exercise our right to jurisdiction in this engagement. Please stand aside, and we will handle this.
Okay.
Okay.
I'm gonna step to the side.
Totally
Okay.
acceptable.
You have to make a saving throw. It's a Constitution save of 12. You feel the call of the mic in it.
14. As quickly as they pass.
No,
So-
they're not even past. They're coming up. You feel like a desire to go and join the
That's
formation.
what I'm saying. I pass, so like
Right.
I just do this as they
Jungle
pass.
floor fever.
Yes.
And my hand's shaking like I want to join
Oh,
them.
wee, oh, wee, oh.
I am about to make some stir fry in here, boys.
I'd make a
It's
great
very mean
topic.
to the guy who just had a death experience in a sense.
Well, you don't know that you're in there.
Death of, no, I'm talking
I
about
know
he has
he's in
death
there.
of personality.
This could be a
Oh, yeah.
different house. He said
Yeah,
there's
this could be-
17 or
13.
something. 13 hags. They could all have the same house.
There's one coven's worth.
I don't know. Someone just made a death save, so.
There's a baker's dozen.
Oh.
I will be the most powerful.
We are back
hag
to
of all.
we're back to Glim. Glim makes his second death save.
Survive.
Do it.
He gave you a second chance at life. Be grateful.
Do it.
That's because he's the
Do it.
different life.
Great.
3.
Ooh,
That's
that's
the,
a 1 and
that's
1.
the opposite
These
of what I
are
said.
rising.
I said to do it, not to flub it.
Jeez.
It's because I don't have proper support from everyone. In the
Land
room.
pip the mic in
There's
it.
still somebody holding out.
They said they got it. I'm gonna just let them get it.
So you're gonna back off.
I didn't forget.
As you back off, you're gonna come closer to them. As you do, make
I
your
I
Second
want to
second.
stay.
name
I don't want to be
in my
anywhere near
nose.
these guys.
Where I remember
So you're
being
actually-
lost.
How would I be? Because what we're
Because
standing
you're
here.
you're staying next to the
And
house.
this is why
they're
I keep
marching
getting
up
threes.
towards the house as a line.
So I'd be
That
back
last
there.
turn,
When?
remember
However
you
you
got
got
closer.
closer.
3
You have to go around the house because they're walking
the
towards the
rounds.
house. If you back away from the house, you're backing towards them.
No, I'm trying to get away from, like, make way for them to walk through.
step aside.
They are a line formation. They are
In a line.
like that around you. You're here. This is the corner of the house. You're standing here. Where are you gonna go? That's away from them.
I want to go like that way.
Okay.
But relatively, you're still walking closer.
You're
That makes sense.
physically, you're going to pass closer to this guy here
Sure.
at this point. So make us
Didn't save.
okay. So you're feeling like you should join the line,
Sure.
It's a charming effect.
and the thing that's amazing is that you feel so much powerful, but so much more powerful when you join with them because now you don't have how many points did you personally have?
Hit points?
Yeah.
14.
You right now feel as if you had 220 hit points.
Wow. Feel or do?
You
Yes.
Yes.
At this instant, yes.
Okay.
You're like, oh my God, we can't be stopped.
Yay.
We are invincible.
I'm about to shoot another burning hands at the house. Burn
There we go.
faster.
That's the spirit.
That's definitely.
Let's
yeah.
do that together.
baby, burn.
That burning
Disco
sensation's getting a little
inferno.
strong.
Burn faster.
Badadova.
Burn, baby, burn.
You see him change course. You see him walking away, and then
Wait, did I get
Actually,
skipped?
just mix in with the group.
No, you're got the right.
no, you just raid her.
Yeah, but then he held his action right after me.
It is.
Doesn't matter.
He shouldn't have had an action anyway.
Doesn't
it was
matter.
back to him, and his action just happened.
Doesn't matter.
Do you want to put that like right up here so
It-
you don't have
it-
to
I-
do it?
no, it's fine. I've been tracking it.
No, I'm just trying to get
I got it. Don't worry.
Take
Okay.
it space.
So you held your action. What are you doing now? Continue holding your action, Mr. Ambivalent.
Well, no.
Imagine
I'm-
like, use your beard power.
You have magic.
You'll know what it's like to
Use
have a
it.
beard.
You knew.
I kind of want to talk to the line of mushrooms and ask
Okay.
what they plan on doing.
That's cool.
When you knew an egg, you burned them out.
If I come back as a freaking rock gnome still.
And murder the hags.
Mm.
What's that?
This diagram.
Hags.
I love it.
D6s.
Burn the hex.
Yeah.
Burn the hags.
Perfect.
I
Burn
was
the
way
witch.
ahead of you guys.
That's how we knew. Realize something important. Whatever you see, the queen and your nest see.
Yeah, we're gonna have to kill him before we.
Okay, we're not embarrassed.
Your podlings.
You don't have anything down there anyway.
It's all
No.
I
smooth.
had it was curiosity. I had to know from gnome to none.
Now,
Maybe
that's,
this is why
that's
the
not where they
Guardians
are.
didn't want us.
They're up here, all the way around your
Let
head.
him swang.
Wow.
It's not like that.
He
Wow.
spreads
The
his
podlings
force.
on this one.
Yes, exactly. So you-
I want to use this paralyzing force.
So is that shadowy figure still in the?
It's laying on the
It
floor.
doubled over
Laying
laying
on
on
the
the floor
floor.
because I hit it, and then I don't know what happened to it after that. But I assumed it's down.
Quit it.
Yeah, it would have to be. I'm gonna trail behind the line of mushrooms.
So you're gonna go around behind them.
Yeah.
Okay. So you're behind the line of mushrooms. Okay. Your action.
So I sense a glimmer in the gingerbread.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go over and caress it and give it 1 HP if I can.
Okay. The trick is when you get over there, there's like 5 of them.
Take the train.
Which one stinks the worst?
Make a perception check.
Don't perceive much.
They look all too much alike.
I'm going to. How many are there?
5.
It's only give 1 hit point each. Just boop, 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 boop. Touch each
Okay.
one on the head.
Okay.
If
You
it
give
accepts the life, then it does so. I'll have an army of gingerbread men.
You're automatically 1 hit point.
Is he a gingerbread man?
Yeah.
Is he a
Awesome.
gingerbread man?
No, he's a gingerbread man.
Oh.
That would be hysterical,
That
wouldn't
would
it?
be
So it's
sick.
only like
You know what? That sounds funny. We're doing that.
What?
There, you wake up. There are 5 of you.
You
Yeah!
Are they all about?
gingerbread.
Are they all
You
about
are a
this tall?
horde of gingerbread men.
Are they all
We're a
about this
swarm
tall?
of gingerbread
You're a
men.
swarm of gingerbread men.
This is Glim, and this is Glim, and this is
And you
Glim.
look down and you go,
This
and I got green jellies on this one.
This is Glim, Gleam, Gloom,
I'm
Glom,
proud
and
of me.
Glam.
Rock buttons!
Guys,
Now
guys,
it's
you're
the
not
only-
realizing it. You're not realizing this. Glim, 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 Glim. I'm my own best friend.
So is he only
Okay,
about
there are 5 vowels.
this tall?
You have 5 names. Glim, glam, glom, and clum.
I just said
And
that.
gloom.
Glim, Gleam, Glam, Gloom, and whatever.
I always assume
Glime.
Glum is actually trying to eat himself.
No, he's just curious. He's like trying to nibble the others.
No.
So is he regular gnome size or is he about 12 inches?
No, they're not. They're gnome size.
Oh, okay.
Oh my god.
yeah.
Gnome-sized gingerbread.
But he has
And
no,
a
realize that
mushroom.
means he has no hands. However, his spell work is going to be all verbal. But he can do this.
No, they have to work together and make the signs.
It's like a
Oh,
rustic.
there we go.
Because they're
You have to
five.
use spells acrobatics.
There's
You have to
a
use
10 finger
acrobatics.
between them, technically.
It's like Rasengan.
MC Fireball.
It's like he's making
Oh
a
god,
Rasengan.
it's mirror image at all times.
You hear me?
No, it's better than that.
Travis.
It's
Okay, but you
what's
realize.
the-
Okay, but here's
it's
the
one where you
reality.
get true power.
If you
Travis.
ever lose 1/5 of your hit
It sounds
points,
like
you
he's
lose
making a
one of
Rasengan.
Is it possible to put them back together?
you. No.
Aw, but I'll lose a friend.
No, but,
I'll lose a piece of me.
but each fifth will each portion that's left over gets its share of those hit points.
Until there's
Each
one
get
Until
left.
there's one of you left.
Do they
And
need-
then he dies.
You
Let's
have
say-
to merge, and then you will become a true boy. Once
Let's
again.
say let's say if you get 50
No,
XP
here's my
each,
biggest
do they each
concern.
get 50 XP?
I don't want to go to the beach.
Yeah, no one
Seagulls!
no, really, yeah, exactly. So never run into any real beat.
But Glim, what the hell are
Pigeons.
seagulls?
Now listen,
Fires!
Guys, think about how much better he
guys,
smells
if we all eat one, there's still an original.
Which one's the original though? Glim's?
We'll wait until we're in a frozen wasteland.
And to figure out which
We'll be
one.
forced to eat the glimmers.
The glimmers.
We rock, paper, scissors to determine
It's like
what's
the
real
Jackson
one.
5, the Glim
We're the
5.
glimmers now.
Whose action is it?
You see, we've been. You see, we've
Can
been,
the hag withstand our power?
But you see, here's the thing.
The Glimmer
We're now a
Gingerbread
true
Man.
band.
We have an
because
army
we
of
have our
mushrooms.
singers.
We have an army of gingerbread men.
But we're a true band now. We have our singer, our backup singer, our instrumentalist,
Dibs
the
on the-
dancers, and the mascot.
No, they are the fans. They are legion. They infect more fans.
Spores.
Live and me easy as 1, 2, 3.
Hey, you ran into the partridges earlier and didn't know it, so.
Who's next?
So Glim just woke up, so.
Glim, glam, glum, glow.
Glim, do the thing.
Glim.
And you gave the point, so it's Wraith's action.
The Glimmer Bread
Is he
Man.
coming to grips with his new reality?
So do I?
He's pulling himself off
Do
the
I at least
pan.
have thumbs?
Yeah, you have them.
It's like this, how where it's like only off a little bit.
Were
Yeah,
they all
so-
were they all
It's like
sprayed
this.
correctly, or is one stuck to the pan?
It's
No,
worth.
that's what I'm saying. They have to help the last one.
That's
out.
glum.
Let's go.
It's worth
Glum
the
always comes
passive.
last.
Oh my god.
And then they just put them in an oven.
If
when
you're
they
not watching
remake
this, you
them.
guys are missing a lot.
They're like, oh no, one
This is going to be on the highlight.
I'm
reel.
going
Hit
to
the
use
oven.
my action to
I gotta take
change
that.
my
now.
weapon from a glaive to a heavy crossbow.
Really? Not a cookie cutter?
I'm not trying to kill him. I'm trying to kill the
okay.
baker.
Okay, so you switch to a crossbow?
Switch it to a heavy crossbow. Yes.
Okay.
And let's see. What can I do with my bonus?
Take your one shot this round then. Or does it take a round to do that?
It takes an action to change my weapon.
Okay. Since you do that, you give her the opportunity to go, a little fanatic, and she charges you. And she does it in Evil Dead form. Hold back and run at you.
No, she's on the ceiling, so
Like
she's
she hitting the
Yeah.
sword.
Run the chainsaw! How about a 19 and a 22?
Oh, neither of those.
No, neither of those.
Hey,
Yeah.
John, does one of the buttons on my sword have a chainsaw function?
No.
What if he pretends and just goes rub 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 when they get scared?
Rabble, 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 rabble.
And he just shakes his hand real fast. No.
Deck save.
All right. 10.
Yep, she basically does a judo move and throws you into the oven, or tries to.
Wow.
I was in the doorway.
It's
I never
impressive.
moved inside.
No, she
Impressive.
came down from the ceiling, grabs you, and throws you across the room.
Judo.
Wow. You didn't go in the oven, but you took 22 points of damage as he slammed you into the oven.
And she takes 10 cold.
Spawn spikes.
She shrieks. Yep.
Did you just put 5 glims on your name tag? Glim, glam, glom, gleam.
Oh, I thought it
He
said.
put all-
Great.
I thought it
That's
said
even
5
better. That means he
glims.
has 5 VPs each round.
No.
Do they share the same
He got a
initiative?
fifth of a BP. They're only worth 5 points apiece. And they can't change a dice roll. Okay.
If one dies, do they absorb him and get stronger? The other
Yes.
4?
It
What
is.
if, what if
it
one of them
is-
eats the other one?
It
It
is
doesn't have a
the
mouth. It's
it
just,
is the hand
it's
of
just
Glim.
frosting
Because
down.
it has to be all verbal.
All 5.
But it's just frosted on a mouth. He doesn't have a mouth.
Oh, God damn it.
What'd you put?
It's dumb.
It's very
Dumb.
dumb.
It doesn't need to be shown.
Oh,
It's
sure it
that
does.
Dumb.
I'll show it later.
Okay.
So, is it one consciousness between all of us?
Yeah.
So I literally have 5 perspectives right now.
No. You pick one. Literally, you have to
I
take the
swear.
eyes.
The gum
So
drop.
the 4 are blind.
So you can
No, you got a tube of
It
frosting.
merges,
You
their
I'm the-
hive mind
I'm the
merges into
fates
one.
from freaking Hercules. fighting over a damn eyeball.
175% view.
So the 4 of them are blind with it.
No,
You
he
said if one has eyes.
No, I'm just meaning he's got to choose which of the 5 to pick. To
Obviously, the one in the middle.
they can all take the same action, but then they actually take the same action. So
Yeah.
if
I'm
it's
gonna
run
end the
away, they
fight
all
with
run.
all
But
of them except for one.
This place is on
Everybody
fire,
has
right?
to-
the place is on fire.
Ooh,
You
gingerbread.
bait.
I'm in hell. I'm in hell. So
Well, cast
I'm
another
running.
one. Cast something, then
You're,
run.
you're gonna run outside and get eaten by all the bugs and stuff.
Yeah, let's have to cross a lake.
Yeah.
I'm just gonna go with my go-to spell here. I'm gonna cast Grease.
On what? On the doorway? Or on the wall?
I'm just basically
Yeah,
casting
you're in a
right
house,
in the,
you're in
right
a
in the
house
middle
that's
of
on fire. So you're
Exactly. Perfect.
So you're just adding. I think we determined that it's not a flammable grease.
No, I know.
Oh, I was saying,
I
I got
thought
caught.
it was.
Yeah,
you
I
got caught on
I
fire.
got caught on fire because of the grease.
We later determined.
Yeah, we figured that couldn't have happened. So
Oh God, no!
Awesome.
It's coming from Gingerbread Man. Is this basically cooking grease?
exactly. Yes. That's really funny.
like
It smells like lard.
Crisco?
No, only the best for you. It's actually butter.
I can't believe it's not butter.
So instead of grease, no, your spell isn't called grease. Your spell is called butter.
Do I have to churn it?
Wait, can he cast fiery gumballs?
Later.
And they stick?
Yeah, then there's a possibility of that.
I am now the sweet man.
Go
You
for
are the
candy-based
candy man.
You are the candy man.
I'm the
The
candy
candy
man.
man.
The candy man can.
Because they mix it with love and burn you all down.
Wow. Okay. That's a little dark.
So we cast grease in the middle of the freaking room. Well, we cast butter, and then we leave.
Hey, butter, sewing butter.
They slide on the butter to get out the door faster.
Yes, we have a
Just
little
slide.
raft of butter to slide out.
I'm
It's
using
like
my
frozen
butter
butter.
spell as a tensor floating disc for the round. It gets
You can do
thinner
better
as
than
you
that,
go.
Matt.
Good.
What's that?
So they can do better than that.
No, this is getting too silly. That's enough of that. That's enough of that. Next sketch.
We're gonna kill all of
You
them
just
except
wanna
for
chew
one.
the
Ran out of money for the transition. Just go.
So I put
No,
a
we
cat out the
can,
door.
we,
and
can,
I'm
we
not-
can probably get Betty Crocker to sponsor us. What are you saying? That's how we've become the cooking show.
Oh no!
Oh
we need
God!
Julia
Now I need to. I
Childs,
need
'cause
to.
She
I
needs
need to
more
figure out how to
butter.
fucking talk too.
No, Paula Dean. Paula Dean.
Oh,
That-
Paula Dean.
She's
That's
more
your. That's
controversial than
no.
I-
That's one.
No,
of the,
that's-
that's one of the hags.
No, that's
There we
his
go.
deity.
No,
It's
that's
Paula
one of the
Dean.
hags.
Paula Dean.
No.
Paula
Paula
Dini's
Dini's
the veil of the dean.
His
Paula
deity is the
Dini.
old French chef.
What
I
veil
can't
would
remember her name.
Paula
Sentient-
Dini?
Julia Childs is the old French cook.
Was that her name?
Julia Childs. She's from England.
Yeah.
Julia. You said Julia Giles?
Julia
It's called the
Childs.
Stillwater Room.
Who's next?
Who's next?
I don't need water.
Oh,
So go ahead, Landpip. Landpip, you've joined the formation.
What are we doing, boys?
You said burn. We all agree, burn. So now,
Burn
now in formation, it's
Yep, I'm joining them. I'm doing
You're
this.
already in them. You're
No,
already
no,
in
but I'm
'em.
You guys see the whole side of the house just turn white with
You
light
won't
as the
wear my
flames.
faggy
start
stuff.
yelling down the side.
You won't wear my faggy stuff.
You guys know that show. It's a cartoon of Jackie Chan adventures.
Nice. All right.
So we all jump on one foot.
Yeah. Okay. Bardova.
With the puffer fish.
They've now lit the house up.
Pufferfish of a lizard.
Well, I'm not gonna run into a burning house.
Okay.
Seems
But
like
while
a
you're
fair
standing,
And you
while,
can see
while
fire
you're,
mushrooms.
while
on
you're
the wall.
standing there, you see Glim come running out.
Fly through the fire and
See, no,
Stop!
he's
Stop! Hey, you see Glim come running out. You gotta help me. Get me out of here.
I'm gonna assist the Glimberbread man in
No,
getting
no,
out.
you don't even know about
You
the
just
Glimmer
see-
man.
Oh, I
you
just
just
hear it?
You
see
just saw
a single
Glim. You
glim.
saw actual Glim come running out. He's burned all over. He looks horrible, just like you saw like they described him being in the pot earlier.
Uh-huh.
Oh
Being
God,
in the
I need help. Let's get out of here. Let's go. Let's go.
Just bad.
Would she be running through the flames though?
She's not running through the flames.
But they were casting the flames on the front
On the
of it.
building. They're
Right.
burning down the house, literally like he was. He wasn't aiming at the door because he knew you were in there.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
You have an escape route.
No, doesn't matter. She can't run from me.
Well, you
I
have to
can
pull
see
it out
it.
and check again.
No, I can smell her now.
Yeah.
I'm on the scent.
We're on the train.
Come on, let's go.
Go where?
If you're not gonna come, I'm leaving. She's in there. She's gonna kill us all. He takes off. She takes off running. Or he takes off running.
You gonna come or not?
Well, no.
Okay.
I'm not going to.
Calm him down. He's obviously scared.
Hmm?
I am burnt black. These are 5th degree burns.
Anyway.
5 1-degree
Come
burns.
over
No,
here and I can
that's
help
elsewhere.
Come over here and I can
350
help
degree
you.
Has the
burns.
gingerbread man come out yet?
No, no. So she takes off. He takes off through the
Nice.
woods.
Oh, John, you gave it away.
I know. I only said he or she 3 times there.
Yeah, I have a heavy crossbow. We can chase her.
Valere, you saw her come down the door and attack him.
And is she still attacking him?
Yeah, they're still wrestling around over there.
It's not real wrestling.
And so they're between me and the door, right? Yes?
Yes.
Okay.
And the room is now white hot behind you, so you're gonna start taking smoke and fire
No,
damage.
no, it would be in front of me.
Actually, to the left side of you, because you went into the house. You came into the house through the back door, back window, and they're burning the side of the house.
The
Oh,
front
no,
of the
front
house.
of the house. That's right.
Yeah. So
And they're therefore off to your right.
I'm going to run up to what I see as the hag,
Mm-hmm.
and I'm going to try to push her into the flames that are coming
Okay.
at the house.
Roll hit.
That is cocked. That is. I will use Bardic Inspiration.
All right.
Oh, D6?
Yep.
Okay. That is.
Mhm.
Non-nat 20.
You hit her. You hit her solid. She shrieks. You push her into towards the wall of fire, or wall which is on fire, I should say. Her clothing starts to ignite. She shrieks. Go ahead and do whatever damage you're going to put. You're just pushing her, right?
I'm pushing her into
Yeah.
the fire.
So
So whatever
she's-
the fire
she took 11 points of damage. She ignites, starts burning and screaming.
Push her in the oven.
I already did.
And Wraith, you see him. He's basically driven it off of you, the one that attacked you, and shoved it into the fire.
Yeah, I'm a shooter with my crossbow.
Okay.
19.
Solid hit. A palpable blow.
That is
How you guys getting out of
6,
the house?
15 points of
I'm not
piercing
in the
damage.
house.
Burning
not what I
down
said.
the house.
Okay, she's taken 40 points of damage. She's up against the wall, plus the 23 from earlier. She's at 68. She's shrieking in agony. No, make it stop, make it stop. You promised. You
I ain't promised shit.
And then, it's almost like the internal, whatever her being is, bursts into flame. No, not now. You promised.
Yeah, I'm gonna run out the door. I still got movement.
The door.
I'm gonna go
Fire.
back out through the window so I don't get myself sooty.
Okay, when you get outside, you find that the trapped area isn't trapped any longer because she couldn't concentrate on that and do the other stuff that's going on. Also, oddly, you see him staring off to the left-hand side of the house.
Where were you, Mr. Bard?
And the
I
five
was
of you,
guarding the
how are
front
you getting out?
door.
Going out
I
through
need
the
healing.
side door?
Right in the front door.
Did you see
wasn't
what
you.
happened with Glim?
But
I saw Glim run into the forest.
Right,
What do
okay.
you mean you saw Glim
Okay,
running?
and while you're talking, here comes Glim comes out, and then Glim comes out, and then Glim comes out,
These
and
are
then Glim
Glim.
comes out, and
Yeah,
then
this
Glim
is
comes
Glim
out.
now.
Then what ran into the forest? Because something that looked like Glim. ran.
God
To
damn
the
it!
chase! I check the Hagrid while I sprint that direction.
Okay. For some reason, the Hagrid in the six spaces around you, and including your space, are grayed out.
She's cheating the system, boys.
She's gone off
What
the
are these
grid.
mushrooms?
She literally went off grid.
So I go faster in that direction. I am full sprinting.
Yeah, I'm gonna chase
I'm gonna-
down too. Second I see a
Okay.
crispy looking gnome, I'm taking a shot.
I'm following too.
I'm
Okay.
just gonna keep with
You're
these
not a
mushrooms.
crispy looking gnome.
I'm
You're
playing-
crunchy
You
looking.
I'm
say,
playing-
well, you're just gonna burn the house down.
Careful,
playing
if,
through the
if
fire
you give in
flames.
too much, you'll lose yourself again.
Probably.
Hold on.
Bye.
Remember who you
Bye.
are.
Okay.
Always.
When the fire is complete, the one of them says, "We should switch to water now. Water and ash makes good mulch."
I don't have water. Sorry.
Oh, well, let's show you how you actually have it. It's natural.
Sure. Show me.
No, it's not that. You actually walk onto it, and as you're walking onto it, you're letting the lower portions of your cells burn. And what it does, it causes the mushroom in you to actually dehydrate, leaving water.
So if I set myself on fire, I make water. Or like-
Apparently.
but my
Well,
legs.
you burn
But you
yourself-
dehydrate, which
you
means you're
dehydrate, so you're
dormant.
taking damage. Yeah,
Okay.
and you'll go to sleep eventually when you're down to just basically a cap.
And essentially, you won't get back up until somebody
You're
throws
getting
a glass
cooked.
of water on you.
Nothing I can do, guys.
Okay.
I'm glad you see it that way. You realize you as a player character can always fight anything like this. If you choose
Yeah.
to not fight it, how do you fight it? You just make
Roll a
saving
check.
throws.
You just
Yeah,
say you
sure.
want to
Or
fight.
You
you
say,
just
I
say-
don't want to do this.
Or you
That's
say
a dumb idea.
no. I go
So
there.
how about you guys do it first and teach me, and I'll remember how to do it next time.
Well, you'll see it, but you won't be speaking to us. You'll be speaking to our many children.
Okay.
It's,
That's how they work.
Yeah.
it's
They
a
literally
slow-
spread
it's a
themselves
slow
over the
fire
ash,
with butter and the
turning into-
and the
yes.
mushrooms just went in.
Yeah.
Oh boy, we're going back for
Sauteing.
food later.
So-
Sauteed mushrooms.
And
Make
ginger.
sure they're not the trippy kind.
Ginger and mushrooms.
Toasted ginger.
Need some
and
garlic.
Toasted ginger and sauteed
That's
mushrooms.
funny.
That sounds good.
That's
It's like some pocky. Korean barbecue.
that was sent to me. I'm trying to think of
I
stuff.
just sent it to you.
Oh, you just sent it to me. Gotcha.
But
Yeah.
I just figured.
No,
75
no,
seconds.
oh no. That's not what it is at all.
To the chase.
I see why you would think that.
No, I did that before
Should I
you
put
said
on
the
the
black
Scooby-Doo
and
channel?
Oh, that's very funny.
Hmm?
Should I put on the Scooby Doo chase music?
I'm playing it on Bluetooth.
So I was just
Okay.
So get some Beatles
You
music.
run through the forest for better part of a half an hour, getting almost to that familiar level of fatigue you had when you were first in the realm with the ladies.
I know not what this fatigue is now. This is nothing compared to what
I know, but you're so much older now and wiser, and this running is not getting you anywhere.
My hip.
I'm not that old.
Oh, nice. Nice reference to us old folks. Thanks a lot. You young whippersnappers,
I
get off my lawn.
checked the grid for the closest
Get off
hag
my
then.
hag grid.
There
you'll
are,
be
I said
screaming,
there
"Get
are
on my
12 other hags in the area. The nearest one to here is in a place.
But there's
that-
only 12 spots now.
Well, there's still that gray area that covers about 3 spaces.
Am I still in that gray area?
No,
I go back to the gray area.
well, you can head back there.
I will head back to the
You're
gray
going back
area.
to the gray.
Yes.
Yeah, but so you come back basically towards the general area of the house, and when you get there, you see the Myconids have completely, basically immolated themselves. There's a pile of toadstool caps in the center of what had been the house. He's standing beside there, looking at them with this look of
Why?
disgust.
Why? Why are you killing yourselves?
Perplexion.
Why is that one shroomy looking at the other shroomies as they burn?
I'm gonna look at him and just go.
Do you not want to join in with your buddies? Did he just flip
No,
me
you
off?
can talk.
I think so.
Get it up, you! Very rude, mushroom.
Did he say he was lamp-hip to anybody? Because I don't remember
Nope.
even
Nope.
talking to him.
You
No.
heard him talk, but he didn't say his name.
No,
I
I
didn't
told
know
I
you
told
were talking
him when
to-
he rolled over and went to sleep.
Oh yeah.
He did say, "I am Lampip to Myconid." He did say that.
Okay.
And he just rolled over and I kept what's alright, just kept walking.
How can I hold you with these gingerbread hands?
Okay. So where did you see the thing run?
That way. Point out.
Point right where you went.
And you go to the nearest tree
Okay.
and caress it gently. Say, did you see where she went?
No response.
He goes to the next tree.
I got it plain coy.
Hard to get.
I'm going to then do my divine sense again to see if I see any concentrated evil in the area.
You don't, oddly enough. Matter of fact, you don't even feel any sense of her existence anymore.
She right scampered off, she did. Anyways, on to the next one.
You stole her dessert. She got mad.
I just wanted to be clear.
I save your bacon.
I don't know if we can take another fight like that.
Why?
Let's get out of here
Well,
because
healthy.
we're going
What's
to
your health
need
right
to
now?
eat eventually.
Are you harmed?
Yes, I said I need healing.
I will caress you for another 5.
What does that put you to?
On a scale of 1 to 30, about a 23.
Nice.
I get the joke.
That's pretty funny.
So are there any other signs in the area that could give us a hint if she is still in the area?
Well, what little you know about hags is that they have a mojo or a token or whatever, and you haven't found anything that would fit that description, so odds are she's not been eliminated. Looking through
I
it,
checked my score on the Haggard. Has it gone down by 1?
it has not.
She's not dead yet. What are you trying to say, Mushroom Man? Did you see where she went? You see her fly away? Was it in that direction? He says it's in that direction, boys. Do we trust the
We should just
shroom?
all take off running into the forest when we come upon a little house.
Split up.
Gingerbread men, pick a different direction and see if you sense your maker.
I just imagine pulls off a gumdrop, eats, pops right back out.
So he doesn't even have a mouth. It's just frosting.
It's
Clem, look at me. Look at me.
Right,
Wait,
you
which
Only
one are you?
Only one looks.
How does he speak?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You,
It doesn't
Clem.
have a mouth.
You remember who you are. You remember the stinky gnome that you are inside. Don't lose sight of who you are.
All of them.
Yes, we will fight. Find the hag. Search in your gingerbread bum and find her. Try it. I believe in you.
You can talk. You've seen.
No, I'm just.
We've all seen Shrek. We know you can talk.
Help me on my
You have a little
quest.
candy mouth there. Can't eat anything, but you.
Come on, Matt, give
Hey,
us the best ginger.
Let's figure this out, boys.
Your ginger glim voice.
She was a baker. Where would a baker go?
Do
Anita.
I sense any pull or anything?
Anita
I guess,
Baker.
As a gnome?
She's
as a
hiding in
gingerbread,
do you have
plain
any-
sight
you have-
somewhere.
What's that?
As a
You're
gingerbread,
gonna figure out what this gray square is.
do I feel any pull? or
What?
anything?
What? How
We should
how
dig.
big is the area?
Actually,
Should
you
dig.
sense someplace there's milk nearby.
No.
Oh no.
Can't I
What?
just,
No.
can't,
Oh, the big tracks of land, body lass.
can I just hold up my hands and irradiate heat like I want to light everything on fire and just let them know that?
No, only if you're gonna cast the spell itself. You're.
It's okay. I get what you're feeling, Shroomy. That's your new name now.
Perfect.
We're
Shroom
trying.
stiffer.
Call me Mushroom Man.
Shroomstifer.
You mean?
Right. So,
Come on, man, you gotta start.
what
Get a
shape
Stupid.
is the how big is the area of the graceness? Has it moved?
It's dwindled down to just one hex. You're basically right here next to the house. It's somewhere near here.
Is there anything in the air?
There's a cotton candy cloud still hanging above you.
I shoot
Let's
my
shoot the
breath
cloud.
of light and goodness at the cotton candy
possible?
cloud.
I was gonna ask, actually, is it possible to grab the cotton candy cloud?
Yeah, you have to climb up onto the chimney. Still stands. You gonna climb the chimney?
I could glim.
Yeah. Oh, there we go. There we go. Now he's thinking. He goes, just wait. I need a voice. I need a voice. Tell him what you're gonna do. Okay, you say 1 more minute or something like that. Come on, do some little voice. Come on.
Dang it, I'm still trying to think how I want
Just
to
just
do
do
it.
glim.
boys,
Just do
Cookie
glim.
Tower.
Just do glim in a higher pitch. That's
Sound
all.
like Mr. Hanky.
Glenn was already a high.
Glim was a great voice. So just
Oh, God,
make it go. Instead of on this range, move it up here. You can do it.
I believe in you.
Try and give me a second.
Stop.
Everybody look away.
Shut up. Damn it.
He has anxiety.
You can't do it if you're looking.
It's an invisibility spell. Quick, everybody close your eyes.
I am the window. I am shrink
Don't worry.
wrap.
Don't worry. There's only 47 people watching right now, so don't have to worry.
I don't mind that. Might
Make
hit
me
the other
proud,
4.
Glimmy.
Okay, then we won't look. We'll all look away.
No, just.
We'll all watch you on the stream. Go ahead.
If I'm laughing too much, I can't even try the voice.
And we're waiting. If it's any consolation, my face is in your way, so they're, not,
Damn it.
they're all just
Yeah,
looking.
you're not even on the screen, so don't worry.
I know.
Everybody
it's
look
not
in the
about
camera.
me being noticed. I'm just trying to figure
Do
out
it.
how I want to do the voice.
Do it. Do it. Whatever comes out is what it's gonna be. Just let it be.
I'm gonna start cutting cookies
Let
if
it
you don't
be.
do it.
Let it be.
He's gonna eat one.
I'm getting hungry. Does he count as free food?
I'm gonna draw my longsword.
If I can't
I'm
stop
gonna
laughing, I
radiant
can't do
the,
it.
the cotton candy cloud.
Okay, so he already bolts a ray into it, and it does like a mushroom, and like a marshmallow does. It goes even bigger, stormy looking.
I'm gonna do it more.
Well, you got to make your check so you can reload.
Maybe you shouldn't do that.
What for what? What's the
You roll a d6 and on a 5 you recharge,
Shut up.
but it'll drag you down a level of exhaustion to use it.
5?
So it'll go again, but now you'll be at exhaustion 1 because you're depleting what you shouldn't be depleting. But it
My
only works-
fire gun!
Okay.
It's my quest!
Yes.
Maybe you shouldn't do that.
So now the cloud's getting bigger, and you hear a crack of thunder come from it,
Oh,
and you
I'm
start
gonna shoot
remembering
it.
about changing things and storms and such.
Oh no.
Cotton candy
That's
cloud.
I think this is the right idea, guys.
Okay.
Clearly, these are where our rails lead. Fire away!
Make a third roll. You gotta get another 5 or 6.
I'm not gonna push that one.
Glenn's
Okay.
gonna back up.
how can I
Okay.
assist?
Okay,
I'm gonna be let
he
down.
stopped. So if you want to go up and grab it, go ahead and do your. Because now he's done what he was going to do. So now if you're gonna go jump up and do your thing, you can do.
If
your
it's
thing.
not succumbing to
I'll
holy
try it.
light, then
What about fire?
try the fire. I
How,
don't even-
how far away is the cloud in the air?
Glum. Glum.
Do I know how high up it is
So
in the air?
he just each one of them calls their names. He grabs a hold of it. We got it.
I grab the lowest one and I start to pull it down, one glim at a time.
Hey, there's only one glim. There's a glam, a glum.
One ginger man
He's
at a
clearly
time.
gonna glom onto one of them.
Glimgerman?
Gross.
You pull them down. Okay, so you've got the cloud.
Put your head in it.
No.
It's big. Put your head inside the cloud.
No. I try and basically fix it as if it's a wig.
How big is it now?
Oh, it's almost as big as the house was.
Wow.
Damn.
I think this is the seat of our power. That or the
It
chimney.
smells like marshmallows, and one of the gingerbread has got it stuck to his head.
Shroomy,
Can
burn it.
can the rest
Fireball.
actually start breaking it apart?
Actually, you start pulling on it, it starts stretching like taffy.
No, burn. Don't touch it.
Fireball.
It's evil.
I'm a
It's
fireball.
evil.
Is
I
that count as
saved
a
you.
target, or would I
Not
need
for
to use
you
something
to
else?
turn
No, it's
back
fine.
to
You're
your
fine. You're
So
fine.
I'm a
evil
fireball.
wench
Okay,
creator.
go ahead, do your damage.
Dude.
But you gotta roll to hit first.
I got this. I got this, guy.
Don't use my die.
Does anyone have any water?
20. Then modified 20.
Do you have any
Okay.
water?
So as he burns it, it starts to gain actual elevation, and so each one of these, there's one of them that's actually got things stuck to its head, and it starts to pull it back off, but it's like stuck to the tissue that is his.
Does each one grab the
Gingerbread
other's
cookie?
ankles?
Yes, they're grabbing to hold it onto him as he's drifting
We can
upwards.
start pulling him back down.
You have angered us.
Yeah, you do take 2 points of damage from the tearing.
And the ripping and the tearing.
Release the ginger boys!
And it was 6 damage for this one.
6 damage. Okay.
I heard cotton candy. I just thought it would be interesting to see gingerbread
I just
man
look
with
at-
the cotton
Okay,
candy
so
wig.
can you
Sure.
describe the scene to us? What is left of the house? What is
The house is pulverized. There's nothing left except for the chimney.
Okay.
There's some mushroom caps.
Mushroom
That
caps
smell
laying over the ground.
Delicious.
They do. There's a nice savory, buttery smell.
Mm.
It smells like breakfast.
Exactly.
He's climbed up in gingerbread form and pulled the thing down. Then he took some of it and stuck it onto his head, but he didn't realize it was still attached to the cloud itself. So when he struck the cloud tries to escape by lifting itself off to try to drift away. When it does, it takes gingerbread man with him, but the gingerbread team grabs him, pulls him back down, basically tearing a bit of crumble off of him and causing him 2 points of damage.
Oh.
He's still alive for now.
Just some crumbs off the top. It's okay.
Yeah.
Differentiate.
It's like if you lick the
them from
cookie.
one another.
So one of them you can nickname as Crummy. So it's Glimmer,
Wait.
Glummer, and Crummy.
Do you have anything
Glum.
that can help with this?
Glum is always crummy.
I don't know any candy magic.
My holiness is not putting any holes in it.
I don't know.
What
We'll
about you,
shoot it
Mr.
with a
Bard?
crossbow and see what happens.
Shroomy, do you have any water spells?
John, shoot it with the crossbow and see what happens.
It's a cloud. Passes right through it.
Yeah, I'm out of ideas.
And as it goes
Now-
through, it catches just a tiny bit of the cotton candy at the end of the arrow. That's all.
Now
Better
on my
go get it.
character
We're
sheet,
not leaving any behind.
I have a packet of filled with pink dust, but I don't know what it is.
You got pink dust?
Yeah.
Do you know where you got it?
No.
You don't remember where you got. Okay. Interesting note to self. Always write down why you have something, because otherwise I'll find uses for it.
I think it's, what was that for your character?
Track,
It was the background.
Okay.
Going to get it.
So you want to compare it?
Good job.
I don't know what I want
Throw
to do
the dust
with it.
at it.
That's what I was gonna do, but
Doesn't even make
Compare
it
it.
to it.
I'll compare it.
Okay. What you have is a crystalline powder.
Mm-hmm.
Sprinkles.
It's about the same color and tone as the material. And at first you don't recognize it, but as he roasts it, the cloud starts to drop a little bit of rain, and as the rain hits the ground, it crystallizes, and you realize that what you have is candy, cotton candy,
Correct.
rain dust. Yes.
Mm.
If that isn't crack, I don't know what it is.
Pixie sticks.
It's cotton candy
It's a
crack.
pixie sticks dust.
He melted it down and turned it into dust.
Does the
So,
do the raindrops come in
He threw
pre-packaged?
powder on the cloud.
No.
No, he just has it.
I
He's
had
just
it.
examining it.
He already had it as it was a trinket from the trinkets list.
So the cloud is now raining crystal and
No, after I
crystallizing
shot it.
stuff.
After I shot it, it started raining some down.
Yeah, it was a continuation of the beams that you put into it that made it more powerful, and now he's given it even more.
It ate the radiance
Yes.
and grew.
Well, no, it grew because of anger because you did damage.
I say we see how big we can get this thing.
I agree.
That would make a mess.
Messes are the most fun.
How close
Guys,
is
it's
the
actually
fire?
after 10:30, so
Yeah, it's almost 11.
yeah.
We shall continue
We
our
shall continue
slaughter
the-
of the cotton candy cloud next time.
Welcome to the adventure of Big Rock Candy Mountain from the inside out.
Welcome to Candyland.
Exactly.
Gingerbread
We
is
made
made
it.
of
Thank you
Yeah,
guys,
now-
and we will see you next time. Thanks for watching.
made it to
I
candy.
saw
Right away.
it.
Peace
Bye. Have a
and
beautiful time.